Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. You already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. Listen, we got to discuss everything right now involving Coach Prime Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. That was the finale. You know, this was a tough loss. This almost was like an outline of the season, but 36-14, we're going to break it all down. These guys are NFL bound. We're going to get into the cleats. We're going to get into the emotion of Coach Prime Deion Sanders. I believe all of these things, played a part in why it looked like the Colorado Buffaloes got a little smack tonight. I didn't expect them to just get walked down, but I mean, it's a tough one. We got Julian Lewis. We're going to get on into it, man. The future is definitely looking bright. Let's see what happens with Coach Prime Deion Sanders, and company. Let's see if they can somehow rewrite these wrongs, and shock. Pardon me. A lot of people think Coach Prime Deion Sanders is on his way out the door, but they sadly mistaken. This guy is clearly building, something special in Boulder, and his guys are on the way out. I want to see Shaduer Sanders in New York. I'm sorry. Call me tripped out, but it is what it is. But I mean, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. You cannot underestimate the impact that these guys have had. Shaduer Sanders, tonight was a tough one. You're talking about 16 for 23, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Sanders has been projected to be the potential #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft and possibly the pick for the New York Giants. This guy, Shaduer Sanders, when you come out, I don't want to say it's like LeVar almost. And we got to remember what LeVar Ball did with the Ball brothers. But it is something to a degree where it's looking like they're trying to shift him to a locale. A lot of people thought that, he was going to be married to Las Vegas. People just thought it was over. He was going to be in Vegas. But I'm here to tell you, he has shown where he wants to be. Something that went on with him and a wide receiver, Malik Neighbors. I believe they had a couple of conversations, with, pardon me, which led to, looking like he want to go there. And we all know Malik Neighbors, he needs somebody, and the guy that he need is this guy, Shaduer Sanders. Whenever you see Travis Hunter, get the Heisman, and this guy, Shaduer Sanders, don't even get, any consideration for it, you got to think that the #1 pick is on the horizon. You still don't know what's going to happen. It's still early. We really don't know. I'm just keeping all the way real with you. Where do you expect Coach Prime Deion Sanders to be next year? I do expect him to be with Colorado, despite, you heard a lot of NFL teams. I want to know, how big was all of the emotion? Get in the comment section. Let's get in the chat right now, man, because I think Deion Sanders, the emotions, he looked like he gonna break down in tears before the game started. All of these things, it's tough. I just think that They should have just been on point. But nonetheless, BYU wins the Alamo Bowl. The Cougars dominated Colorado 36-14 in Shaduer and Travis, last, college football game. Let me know. Make sure you hit the like button if you've been following this team, ever since, not even this team, these players ever since Jackson State, or maybe even before that. Deion Sanders, JSU, Colorado, they inspired a lot. Not only the play on the field, the motivation of Coach Prime Deion Sanders. This was a movie. This was like the biggest soap opera in sports. Pretty much every weekend, what's gonna happen with Deion? And Deion always left us with something, whether it was a win or a loss. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. This guy has came to this program and shook up the joint. We gotta call it how we see it. Colorado was horrendous, similar. Like I said, this guy is shaping organizations. We got to call it that. I know a lot of people wanted the playoffs. I know that's what the haters gonna say. We want Deion here, we want Deion there. But I mean, it is what it is. Colorado kicked off the fourth quarter. Just in a tough situation. It's just wild how all this happened. That they put themselves in a catch up. They got to be careful. And I don't know how the scouts is gonna view this. I don't think it's gonna hurt them. But we're going to find out. A lot of these scouts are just looking to find something on these guys. We got Uncle Vern in the house. What's good, Unc?
What's going on, Flight?
It's good, man. Listen, you see Colorado, they just wrapped things up. I'm really just in totality because Shaduer, Travis, they won't be playing together no more. Deion, that's the last game they coached. We've been following this squad, since Jackson State. What do you think? How everything's come to a conclusion? Because that's it, man. It's over.
To a certain extent, Flat, I kind of expected it to come down to the conclusion like this. And so, you know what I'm saying, especially with a bowl game like that, and then we didn't have really a whole at least one of our good players. But then when it comes down to this, like with a bowl game like that, it's like we started looking good when it came down to where they started putting in their second string. Then we started looking good offensively. You get me? Our talent don't build up to be good enough to play them type of players like that anyway, because it showed that kind of Indiana game and that Kansas game, and then in that Kansas State game. Certain teams we don't play good against them. We stopped struggling as soon as they got their second stream up in there. That was in the fourth quarter, midway through the fourth quarter. But that ain't my point, though. My point is this, though, Flight. We're going to get greater later, though, because we're going to get rid of those. Get rid of them. But those other guys are going to be moved on. The Shaduer Sanders of the world and the Travis Hunters of the world and the Jeremy Horns of the world, they finna be moving on. And the Will Shepherds of the world, they finna be moving on. And we got a good crop. Coach Prime got a good crop coming in. And he sees that. He understands that. Hopefully, he'll be able to benefit from it. You understand? Yeah. And especially, Flight, I ain't trying to, cut you off. Especially, what I'm saying, with that offensive line. That offensive line is, it's hot garbage, B. And we can't put up with, I'm just saying, it's like, you already know the business, so it's going to keep on beating a dead horse. You understand me? And then with bigger teams, with stronger teams, and with the more developed teams, we have a problem with that. So that's already understood. But we got this far, I guess, with, winning 9 games. That's good. I like that. It ain't nothing to fall back on. There ain't nothing to be, be upset about that. That's way over 500.
Like I said, a lot of people, didn't expect what Deion did when he came to Colorado. Remember, they was not a good team before he took it over. And look what he did. Even last year, they didn't get to where they wanted to get to, but he still provided that hope. What do you think about, all of the stuff leading up to this game? Because Deion, he was warning his players about smoking and things like that. It seemed like it was a lot of things that he had the police leading up to this. Obviously, this is the last game. You got people with that. This guy, like, I don't know if you've seen, Deion was basically crying before the game started. So I mean, he even was like, man, I gotta get ready to coach. I gotta get. Do you think that's the reason why they got blitzed tonight? Because it seemed like they came out flat.
Our best defensive player didn't play today. You see how it would have fall, even time where you would have usually fall off on Shiloh to be, playing a lot in that, getting a lot of the tackles, is because we get weak, we get beat up front. So he's to a certain extent is our last resort. So really, he was the player on what's the name Colorado. He was the player of the game on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a lot of action. You don't want to see Shadow get a lot of action. That's bad because he's the last part of the defense. But yeah, he stood up, and then nobody else to a certain extent didn't show up. You understand me? Even with Shaduer. Shaduer, he had a bad game, B. A bad game. I don't know what happened to Travis. So
Yeah, you're right about that. Do you think any of this is going to affect them in the NFL draft, or you think they pretty much sealed?
you know, a Flight. Look here, they already know. Flight will tell you something. When you realize you see that the Vikings and everybody else is being up front and getting a whole lot of these wins, and the rest of these teams that we would expect to get wins ain't getting wins, but they seem like they tanking for real. They trying to do something in this draft, and they taking hard to get Shaduer. They ain't taking hard to get Cam Ward. They taking hard to get Shaduer, either him or Travis. That's their goal, Flight. So no, you ask yourself that question. You think New York, you know about New York. You think New York finna change their mind. A lot of people think New York going after Cam Ward. New York is going after going after Shaduer Sanders. And I'm pretty sure you know that. Or got wind.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, they want him in New York. It looked like he want to be in New York too. He understand that. Listen, this Shaduer Sanders is a superstar. He belongs in New York. You understand? I'm just telling you. I understand. We think about these other cities, but he can elevate that squad, and he need to be a personality like Shaduer needs to be in the media capital of the world. You know, could you imagine endorsement opportunities? If you thought JSU Colorado was something, it's about to go up 30 notches when he end up in New York City. I'm telling you right now.
Is Shaduer Sanders' agent the same agent Coach Prime got?
I'm not 100% sure. I'll look into it.
If you can, try to find that out, Flight. If you can, so while you're looking at stuff like that, try to find out.
Yeah, but what do you think about Shaduer in New York? What do you think?
I like that. I like him better. And be honest with you, I like him better out there. What's the name out there with Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady got the ownership. You understand me? Out there in Nevada. Yeah, I like him better out there because
people thought Vegas was the favorite.
Hey, Flight, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, with New York, I'm looking at New York, looking at it like this. In the next 2 years, they got a security blanket coming out. That security blanket is going to be, what's his name? The one that's come up out of Texas. That quarterback, Danny Manning. That quarterback coming up out of Texas. To a certain extent, to do it, somebody just sit cool and just hold ship until that young boy come up out of Texas. And I think they're going to try real hard to get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. They do got Julian Lewis. They got their next quarterback.
No. You're not catching what I'm saying. I'm talking about the New York Giants, bro. They gonna try to go after Danny Manning. You don't think that? Do you actually? Well, not Danny. What do they got the Peyton Manning's son, or whatever you want is, whatever his name is. They gonna try real hard to get him Flight.
Oh yeah, you mean Eli? They don't want him up. They don't want to lose him to Tom Brady.
Right. Hey, but see, this is what I'm saying. New York could come out better getting Cam Ward. You can't lose, come out getting better with him than Shaduer. Shaduer would prefer, if you ask about what I think Shaduer would prefer to go to, he'd prefer to go to Nevada. That's why he's sitting up there making those clicks like, oh boy, thank God they lost again. That kind of stuff. But then this is what you get into, because you alluded to it, but it makes sense. See, you got to realize who his agent it is. And his agent ain't gonna sit there and tell him mark it down. It's one way down for one team like that. You understand me? Because you see how fast Nevada, Vegas, how fast the Raiders fell off. Now they tied with 4 or 5 more other teams, and New York still got that first pick. And you think Shaduer just gonna turn that down because he want to go to Nevada? No, bro, it don't work like that. You know better than that. His agent won't let him have to do those like that. He still want to be the first pick. That's his money.
Yeah. Oh, listen, we got coffee to the world in the building. Coffee, man. You see what's going on? The finale is in the books. Talk to the people. These guys are moving on. Deion, this is the last game that he coached the guys. Everybody's moving on. Talk to us, man. Give us your thoughts.
First of all, shout out to Flight Sports TV, the hottest shit in the motherfucking streets. Uncle V, what's up, Uncle V?
It's all good in the neighborhood. I heard you been getting out there, getting down. Boy, I'm telling you, every time I turn around, I'm hearing about coffee. I said, yeah, that's my boy. I'm telling you, so what he did now?
You know, we're doing big things here across the country, not just in Chicago, across the country. I got big plans popping in 2025. It's going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about everybody going from the Hollywood celebrities to all the athletes. But Flight, what's happening with you?
And listen, man, big business, man. You know, we just sitting here breaking this stuff down, and a lot of people didn't expect Colorado, you know, to do anything this season or even the whole time Deion was there. He shook up the joint in the 2 years with these guys. This year, he promised to get to a bowl game. He got there. You know, now they got the smackdown laid on them. We're going to get into that as well. But like I said, I mean, I'm just breaking things down as the finale. We've been with these guys since Jackson State. It's kind of crazy. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on, you know, because it's all over. You know,
I'm about to tell you what it is. It's simple. It's very simple.
We're headed to New York too, but go ahead.
It's very simple. Everything is political. Everything is part of politics. They've been knowing where they was going 6 months ago. You know, it's like we just don't know. We on the outside looking in. You got to think. Deion been down with the association forever, not just as a player, as an analyst, and all that. He's very well connected. Tom Brady over there in Las Vegas with the Raiders. Deion connected all the way around. They throwing balls at the Heisman thing with your boy at New York Giants. Everything's a setup. Everything is how it's supposed to be. When them planning this bowl game is something that players don't even do, but they did. They did, and they did it for a reason. Everything is a setup and a play. And when you really think about it, they in a great position, not a good position, a great position. They even know where they're going. And don't be surprised if Deion be the head coach coming in, whether it be the Raiders, whether it be the Dallas Cowboys. Don't be surprised if Pat Shurmur, if Deion choose to stay at Colorado and Pat Shurmur be the head coach. And they all think everything all set up. They're gonna take all them Colorado boys, all of them. They're gonna take it. Man, Colorado about to have about 15, 20 people in the draft, going first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all that. And so it's a great day. It's a great game. They glad it's over. You know, Deion's about to paper, man. They about to get $50 to $100 million just off the advertising. And so it's great. Everything is great. Now, you can expect what's going on with Travis Hunter. It's a distraction. It's that bitch. Don't nobody want to say it because it's an uncomfortable conversation. She did the same thing that Kobe Bryant, little ex-broad, did, and rest in peace, Kobe Bryant's father. She didn't give no money to get to pay people no money. That's how they are. That's how them peoples are. And unfortunately for Travis, don't nobody want to say this neither. His mama kept the father out of his life. Every man need a strong black man in their life. Every young girl need a strong black man in their life. And don't nobody want to say this. It's an uncomfortable conversation because nobody want to point no fingers. But when you got them old dizzy-ass bras running the show, then you got this. This is what you get. And Travis, no doubt, on the field, a monster. Off the field, he like a Dr. Seuss book game. He got like a 6-year-old mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have his father. He needed his father. Why wasn't his father at the Heisman Trophy? Why didn't he fly him down there? Could have flew him down there, all this and all that, but they plotting him, the little broad, and the little brother isolated the man, moved the man down, she moved the man brother up in there, and he said he don't want to do nothing for his little brother. His little brother cold. He don't want to do nothing for his little brother, but he do it for her little brother and move him into the house. All that, man. So, man, you think about it, man, shake that broad. You're too young to get married. People 50 years old too young to get married. Let's don't just turn to 21. Nobody know what marriage is. Marriage ain't nothing but a plot and a business anyway. That's all it is, dog. That's over. Marriage was good 30 or 40 years ago in the old traditional paradigm. It ain't shit today. And going into 2025, you get married today, you lose your damn mind. Everything will be gone. Besides your money, you lose your mind because you don't know what it is. You know, you ain't marrying the partner you think you're marrying. You're marrying the government. That's who you marry. So shake that. You want to kick it with the bra for a minute? Kick it with the bra, but man, shake that bra and get moving.
No, we're gonna get into the broad, man. Listen, I got all access in the building. Dex, give the people your thoughts. We're gonna go back to Coffee because Coffee is real adamant about this female. It seemed like it was distractions all over the place. Dex, what's your thoughts on this game? This the finale. BYU just walked all over Colorado.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine. Can you hear me, Flight? I just want to make sure my equipment is up to par.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in the streets. Please, everybody, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have yet to subscribe. And also hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. Flight, thank you once again in your humble presence to invite me onto your platform and integrate me into your stream. Listen, shout out to Uncle Vern, the Lance Coffee, the most lambastic and very straightforward in your face conspiratorial expert out here in these digital landscapes. People, ladies and gentlemen, I want to offer you an aspect of sanity, but it could be looked at as anti-Christian. It could be looked at as anti-Christian. Now, we know Jesus roamed the streets of Jerusalem. We know Jesus roamed with the den of thieves and the prostitutes and all that kind of stuff. I'm blaming this on Deion Sanders. And the reason why I'm blaming this folly and fiasco of a ultimate shipwreck on Deion, not to besmirch him, not to smudge him, not to throw dirt on his name. That is not what I'm talking about. But Deion Sanders Flight and Company, ladies and gentlemen, he made a very verbal, viral speech in addressing his team. And Deion went from pastor to popo in an instant. Let me say that again. Deion Sanders went from pastor to popo in an instant. Deion made the ultimate mistake of getting too personal in some of the off-field antics that would motivate and calm the choppy waters that's going on in these players' heads. Colorado was phenomenal this season. I mean, they had them picked in the bottom of the barrel, right? They had them swimming with the crabs and the lobsters. Deion made such an instantaneous turnaround for Colorado, but he made the golden mistake by telling the team not to smoke. And not only did he tell the team not to smoke, Flight, he told them to tell on each other. He said, if you witness anybody smoking on the floors, turn them in. That right there took a chunk of spirited competition from this team. Listen, I know it sounds way off. I know it sounds far-fetched, but I can guarantee you, with all the recreational
Access still there?
Yeah, hey, I'm sure. Hey, look here. When did Deion say something about them smoke, not to be smoking? When did that come out?
Access was
You guys
cooking.
can't hear me? You guys can't hear me?
We hear you now, Access. We got you now. We got you now.
Yeah, I said with all the recreational activities that goes on in Colorado, especially Boulder. And Colorado was the first state, as Bob Marley would say, legalize it. Yeah. And these players come up there based on the fact that it's such free and generous atmosphere to deal with the legalization of that medicinal.
Yeah.
And he had the unmitigated nerves to tell a team that don't do what they've been doing. And this is why they're successful and why Warren Sapp can talk to him the way he could talk to him. Deion took that from these people tonight. And so the spirited competition from these Colorado players was snatched. And so that's why you saw a dud. Now, I'm not speaking about the Travis Hunters. I'm not speaking about the Shadurs. Now, Silo, on the other end, I don't know. He was doing a lot of off-base stuff, moving in the wrong direction, catching interceptions, knowing that it wasn't going to count because he plays in the backfield room, and all of the plays are in front of him. So he's seen the player jump off sides, but the aloofness that he was in that moment, he thought the interception was grand, and he started doing dances when it didn't even count. Premature celebration. I'm telling you, man, these guys was off kilter. They was not calibrated according to the 9-3 record that they currently had, which allowed them to be tied, a 4-way tie for the Big 12 Conference Championship, although they did not play in the championship game. When Deion Sanders told them they couldn't do that, and then he wanted to turn this his mob against each other by spying on each other and seducing them, saying that, do you want these guys to mess it up for you? Do you want them to mess it up for you? He went a little too commercial, and the pastor, the once motivating pastor, in that instant turned popo. Salute everybody.
Okay, I would agree with you about 20% because the old 80% is that bitch. She did all that. Don't nobody want to say it. That trickle-down effect from Travis Hunter is kicked off a chain reaction. See, people see what you think about them. It's a different situation when you know the whole, not just the whole team, but the whole world know your shit. The whole world know you on Dr. Seuss book mode. The whole world know, and everybody ain't just coming down on you. They trying to come to you on some brotherhood, and you rejecting everybody, and then you want to go at it with the people that's hitting you with the right business, like the comedians and all that. You can't go back and forth with no comedian. You gonna lose. That motherfucking broad, 20-something, 3 years old, she don't give a hell about you. It's money, like most women see. Money. Everything money. The damn Colorado could have went 12-0. They could have went undefeated this year, and the people would have came up with something else. They would say, oh, the conference too weak, or this, that. Now, they would have made up all type of shit. So Deion can't win for losing, but he did nothing but win this year. Everything is a win. Even tonight, people see the narrative, oh, they lost. No, that's a win. They're on TV all across the board. They're about to get paid. Shaduer about to get $100 million. Don't be surprised if Shiloh goes second pick, because wherever Shaduer go, they done told him already. You got to pick up his brother. You got to pick him up. And you got to pick up some of these other Colorado players. You got to get Jimmy Horn them. Got to get Weston. You got to get Buddy from the D-line. You got to get all that. They going, man, everything is scripted. It's a big-ass script. Everything. The whole
I mean, we can go real deep into conspiracy.
Yeah, let's get deep in it. Let's don't pickle this shit. Let's get deep in it.
Hold on. We got other people on the panel. Still got Uncle Vern, still got Flight. I don't know what they have to say about that aspect.
Don't tickle this shit. Let's don't edit nothing.
One thing I can say is this right here, Coffee. And ladies and gentlemen, and listen, shout out to the chat, man. I love your engagement. Keep that engagement up, man. I mean, pump up the value. Put pressure on us. You know what I'm saying? Get at us up here on this panel so you can bring out the best of us. Because cream rises to the top and sediment falls to the bottom. And I'm quite sure everything up here is cream. So, also, you got to look at this right here. Those players that is headed to the NFL draft are basically secure in their draft stock. And the only thing that bothered me tonight was some of the decision making of Shadur. I mean, he wasn't himself. We gotta admit, he wasn't himself. And that is an internal problem because it was something about the light switch in Shadur's head tonight that didn't turn on when it needed to be turned on. He only had really one classic Shadur drive, and that's the one where Travis Hunter scored the touchdown. But at the same time, that play was just inches or really centimeters away from being either knocked down or intercepted. So even that was a iffy call on Shadur part. And the line was just, dreadful, god awful. I mean, how could you survive with a line like that? And the character of Shadur was so solid tonight that on that alone, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to nestle Shaduer Sanders into the #1 drafted quarterback this season. And he's going to be QB1 on Sunday, whether it's in Manhattan or whether it's on Tropicana Boulevard. Wherever Shaduer Sanders goes, he's going to be QB1 on Sunday. So he's good. He's secure. And the fight that he showed tonight, listen, you can't buy that. It's either in you. It can't just be on you because it can get knocked off you. So it has to be in you. And it was a miracle that he left that game standing on 10 toes. Because that line, and players on that line, I'm going to call them out, driving Maybachs and all this kind of stuff, but performing like Hugos. It's horrific. There's no way you could be out here driving Maybachs and performing ineptly when you have a quarterback that is arguably the best quarterback in college football.
Of course you can. And this is how. You know that thing called capital HATE? When they got to hear that shit every day, it's supposed to be a cohesive team. You know, Deion can talk to you blacker than Africa in the face, and everybody just ain't going to get it. Some people don't want to get it. So when people lining up on that line, they like, well, Shadur been getting all the credit. He been getting all the pub. It's always about them talking about him and Travis and them other cats. Just we don't never get talked about. Man, I ain't about to keep blocking for this motherfucker, man. This is about to be the last game. Man, I'm letting them up. I'm open it up. Man, them people getting around. Anytime they get around that much, that horrific. Come on, man. It's obvious. That's just like they do in the league. It's obvious. When you don't protect your line, that's why all hats and shout outs go out to your man in Las Vegas that used to be the quarterback for the New England Patriot that they say is the best ever, which he's not, but that's what they say the best ever. But he used to protect his line. He has whole line Rolex watches and cars and everything. Well, Shadur ain't doing all that. You know,
I think Shadur is doing some of that.
He did a couple of things, but not like that. And even still, when you do something, man, look, them people girlfriends be looking at that dude. You know how niggas is about their girlfriend, how people feel about their broads. They come to the game, he the focus of attention. They ain't getting no what's the name, so they at home talking about.
So you saying that they would sacrifice their?
Oh hell yeah!
Supposedly, hold on, Coffee. Let me ask you some questions. So you saying that they will supposedly sacrifice their NFL career because they hate the star quarterback?
Oh hell yeah! They already know where they going. People already got in contact with them people. They ain't just going through Deion. They got them people home phone numbers. They call them people direct. They got people that call them.
Okay, hold on, stay right there. So you saying if these offensive linemen that you claim hate the star quarterback because of jealousy play so god awful that NFL teams gonna be like, okay, yeah, we trust your team. I mean your team meaning your team outside of Colorado that's helped promoting you more than your play on the field. So video don't lie.
You know how many times the NFL done drafted motherfuckers that wasn't supposed to be drafted, that was doing all type of shit? And I ain't just talking about illegal shit, all type of everything. And they go drafted first round. Even if
We
the
talking
go
on
drafted,
field though, Coffee,
yeah,
not off field.
no, it doesn't matter. When they want who they want because they know when they place them with their team, it's a different chemistry.
But
They
how
already
can
know
you want somebody, Coffee? How can you want a talent that's not showing any talent? That doesn't make sense.
because they showed talent. They showed talent throughout the whole year. This just one game. If you notice.
Oh, okay. I get you.
So if you notice, every
You ain't
time it was
talking
open, every time it was open, they either get it from that left side or that right side. Ain't nothing coming through the middle. So you look at what Shaduer does. Like, look. When he on Shaduer left side, man, they coming all the time. He coming hard. Dude just touching. He just elbow rubbing him, forearm rubbing him. He just going right past. I'm like, come on, man. That shit so set up. I said he must have hit your broad or something. He did something, dog. Because you letting the man get to him too easy, too quickly, all the time. All the time. He ain't even getting a second hold of the ball. And he coming on your side, the same side, every damn quarter. Come on, man.
What about the adjustment from the OC?
They made good adjustments, but at the same time, Shaduer hold the ball too damn long.
Yeah, he does. I'm glad you said that because I was about ready to get to that. He holds way too long.
You be like the running back right there, everybody be wide open. Shaduer be trying to do something fantastic. Always want to add a motherfucker out.
There you go.
Man,
There you
start
go.
the
Yes.
Start the running game. That's gonna open everything up, and then you can add that motherfucker out. He added out and Travis Hunter and about 3 motherfuckers around him. Come on, Shaduer. Stop trying to go for the big plays all the time. Start your run game. That's gonna open everything else up. You got Weston them on the corner. Man, toss this shit to the West. Toss this shit to Jimmy Horn. They right there. Little 10-footer.
Running right across his face. 10 yards. 10 yards of space. Like,
do all that crazy shit. And then he running back and losing 15, 20 yards and all this shit. And she been doing that shit the whole year. The reason they like him, though, because he do got an arm. He is Deion Sanders' son. He is durable. He can take hits. He can take sacks. He get right up a licking and keep on ticking. Who don't want that type of motherfucker? And he gonna be with you in the trenches. And motherfuckers gonna be with you in the trenches. That's who you want. You know,
he out there playing like Fred Targeting.
Man, look at Cam. Cam didn't play the second half. You know what I'm saying? Cam played, but he didn't play the second half. Played the first half and then sit out. Nobody want that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They know what this is. It's like a
they already had the problem with Anthony Richardson, right? With the Colts not wanting to play it, not wanting to complete the game. Yeah.
So that's that bullshit. You're like, come on, dog. It's like the All-Star game. Man, y'all gonna perform or y'all gonna play defense? What y'all gonna do? I mean, what we doing? The people want to see people y'all play. Y'all bullshit.
Is Uncle Vern still here?
I believe so. You know, I'll burn the whole line up. I'll keep cooking and burn the whole line up and push everybody away. I'll be able to Vern to come back in. But it's like that, man. It's unfortunate. But it's the world we live in. You know, it's that money runs everything. And you got these little broads. And they look at you, you center of attention. Wait a minute, guys want to go home. They're like, man, do it. Stop talking about I'll be the one protecting him. I don't want to protect him. He don't believe me. Watch this. I ain't gonna protect him this time. Watch they get to his ass. Look what you know. Knocking secure ass down. And then he's holding the ball. That ain't no good combination. You can get rid of that motherfucker. Toss it out. Try to pick up the whole chain reaction. And the dumb broad, he want to keep the broad. That's a whole distraction to the whole team because the whole world looking at the team. And then all the guys looking at Travis like, dog, you a simp. Yeah, you cold with the Heisman, but off the court, dog, you a simp. You a lame. And that's effective. So you don't know how many times they got in arguments leading up to this bowl game inside the what's the name? Inside shit being planned and rigged. Man, they got all type of arguments. People already didn't, you know, everybody don't like Travis. Everybody don't like me. Everybody don't like you. Come on, Access. Come on, you know how these people is, man. So you live in the type of world, man, public ain't no self-love. You love yourself, you ain't tripping on nothing else. You're going to go out there and you're going to be your brother's keeper. But you don't love yourself, you got low self-esteem, you're going to let motherfuckers get at you. Talk to me. Everybody gone? Did I burn this motherfucker up?
No, you good, man. I was sitting there cooking up something else, but Listen, man, these motherfuckers got to get it together, man. Point blank, period. All this distraction shit they got. Like y'all brought up the religion and things of that nature. It looked like y'all was taking the shit on the life of his own. I don't know. That's been Deion's calling card. His religion and bringing God and this, that, and the third. I just don't expect any of that stuff to change. But this game, they lost games like this all season long too. It wasn't like they was just failing and shit like that. They lost games like this. To me, this felt like an outline of the whole entire season.
You never know what team gonna show up with Colorado, because the team that show up like this, there's gonna be that type of outcome. But the team that show up that ready to get busy, they'll blow your ass out by 30 or 40 points. It's just everybody always wanted consistency, but they still 9-3,
right?
Or 9-4, something like that. They still got that 9-3. So that's still amazing. When they saying the man wasn't shit, and he took a program that wasn't nothing. They just want the man to win everything. Do that. They want to be perfect. And because he is religious, that's his thing. He bring that shit into it. That make them people uneasy, because a lot of them atheists out there, whether you Muslim or spiritual or gospel or whatever your shit is, when you worship a rock, people don't like that. When you ain't down with their religion, he said that shit boldly all the time. What he about? I don't even ride with that Bible shit like that. I'm spiritual, but that's his thing.
Boldly, Coffee, unapologetic.
Yeah, that's his thing. So you can't knock him for his thing.
Did Mark Jackson get crucified or something like that?
He ain't got crucified. He the reason.
Well, Mark Jackson, he kind of subliminally attacked a certain group.
Yeah, them fags.
That came out. Yeah.
I know y'all want to say it.
Coffee, you can't do. Come on, Coffee, you can't do that. You got to show respect.
I know, but them gumps, them people.
You can't do that.
Anything goes.
Yeah, them people, dog. It's just like the man put the whole team together. He told you a long time ago, Stephon and Clay was the best shooters ever. They laughed at the man, like, man, get out of here. They ain't the greatest shooters in the world. He told people that 3 or 4 years before people even realized who they was. He didn't want to believe in Stephon when they wanted to get rid of him because the man came in with bad ankles. So when you got somebody like that put that kind of motivation into you, that's what Deion Sanders do. He put that kind of motivation in you. He make you think you can run through a wall. Because he's the reason why that team was where they at. He put that motivation, and he raising men. Making themselves hold themselves accountable.
We all can agree, because we all delve into positivity. So we all can agree that Coach Prime is a positive individual, right?
Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing.
But it's a miracle to be able to coalesce all these different players with different mindset and different backgrounds to come up to Boulder, Colorado, not Denver, Colorado, not Colorado Springs, but to Boulder, Colorado, and represent something bigger than yourself. See you, Buff Nation. And for him to be able to turn a program around in 2 years that was so dilapidated and debilitated, you got to give this man his crown. And not only give him a crown, make sure the jewels are heavy.
And you can do it too, Dex. If you giving you a program, you can do the same thing. Because the world we live in, most of the young people is raised by single mothers. Single mothers ain't got no real man. So when them players meet a real man and he bring the best out of them, and he treat all of them like they his son, they see for the first time, man, this how a father feel. This how I feel to have a father. Oh man, okay, I like this. Oh man, I'm about to go out. I'm about to do more. See, but nobody want to talk about it because it's an uncomfortable conversation. They don't want to say what the women, but they want to blame. They don't want to do the blame game, but that's what it is. Ain't no man in the household, so these little guys raised up as little jerks, little brawls, they raising shorties, they raising kids, and that ain't nothing. In this type of world, you need that man, you need that strong force, and that's why Deion Sanders was able to be so successful, because we come there, he this is what it is. I'm gonna be your father. Y'all gonna be my sons. Y'all gonna do it my way. It's gonna be the highway, and that's right. And that's when the doors open. Behind closed doors, he like this. I'll bust your head to the damn white meat. Don't give a fuck about y'all. I ain't raised no cats.
Right. Well, Deion probably don't talk that way, but his coaches does.
Yeah. No.
He got some gritty coaches.
He tell you he don't curse, but come on, man, everybody curse.
So you call him a liar?
Come on, I don't know what that man is, but I know everybody curse. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't heard
I
him say
believe
it.
he say he is.
I just ain't heard him out loud. That's like
I know his coaches do the cursing.
That's like me asking you, even though if you married, I shouldn't put you in this predicament, but I got to put you on the spot. You see something else out there that's a fine thing, are you gonna hit it or not hit it? Come on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a straight man. And I'm just too much.
I know that's a political thing to say. Flight would say the same thing. That's a
no, you didn't hear me finish. I said I'm a straight man and I'm too much for one woman.
Right, exactly. And it's a lot of farmers out here. So it's like, man, them brothers got hold to that to Deion and that type of motivation. It's like Les Brown coming up with that. It's like a Les Brown.
Well, Randy Moss, hold on one second. I see something in the comments. Randy Moss, I disagree with you. Colorado do not suck. They ran up against a team that was at one time in the 10-game span 9-1, ranked very high. So they had a couple of losses in December, BYU, and that's what got them ranked number 17, and they missed out on the Big 12 championship. But they missed out on the Big 12 championship by, 10 minutes?
So BYU,
10 yards. It was 10 yards because they missed that field goal. So they missed out on a Big 12 championship by a distance of 10 yards. So BYU was always a better team for the duration of the season. They just only had 2 gaps, and those gaps just happened to come in December.
But anybody saying that Colorado sucks.
And also, glean the truth, yes.
If anybody's saying that Colorado sucks, you got to be delusional. You got to be out your mind. Ain't nowhere in the world. It's impossible for them to suck. They 9-3. How? 9-3 or 9-4, whatever the record is. How they
9-4, they lost tonight, so it's 9-4.
How they suck? It's impossible. When he came in and they only won one game, and then last year he broke that record, and this year he broke last year's record. He's ascending, is what we call it. Not descending. He's ascending. Ain't no sucking that. You got to be a casual. You don't know the game. And then when you know it's a game within the game, then you take all that shit into consideration. Man, Deion did phenomenal this year. Phenomenal. As a black man, a colored man in this world, in Colorado, man, come on. He did phenomenal. Ain't no sucking on that. So people just be chatting. Just want to talk. Just be hating. Once again, when you hate yourself, you say stupid shit like that. You suck at this, that, and other. But when you love yourself, you give that man his credit. You give people like Lamelo Ball their credit. You don't be hating because you love yourself so much. You want to see your brother win. When you want to see your brother win, you don't hate on another man win, especially a man of color. Come on, dog. You know, because when it come down to it, big bank take look bank. Unless you got more money than Deion, you can't talk shit about him. Could you cash what he got in your back pocket? Because he sure can cash your check from his back pocket. And in this world, that's what it is. In this country, it's all about money. They shouldn't call it the USA, call it the USC. United States of Corporation, because everything is about money in this country, period. And that man winning. It's impossible for him to suck. He winning. When he lost, this loss that y'all think that's a loss, made over $100 million for Colorado today. $100 million off the loss that y'all think is a loss. Everybody around the world saw the game. They sold more Colorado mail for billion and all the other stuff. Commercials kept on running. Man, made so much money, and Deion made so much money as an individual and about to make even more. He glad this shit over with. Now he about to really sell. Man, I already got a show on Tubi. What are you talking about sucking? It's impossible for him to suck. Suck what? Come on, man. Get your mind right. Everything is a mindset. It's all about money, paper, cash rule. Everything around me, dollar bill, y'all. That's for real. Come on, man. I hate to say it, but it's what it is. You don't worship the money. You make the money. Don't let the money make you. And Deion about to make a lot of it. His sons too. Shallow and Shaduer. The little court case about to be over with Shallow. You about to see Shallow was getting down, having fun. This is the last game. They about to get into that big money. See, it ain't as tight in the NFL as it is in college. It's congested in college. It's wide open in the NFL. They don't even take that many snaps. So when they be talking shit about, oh, Travis Hunter, he can't play both sides of the ball. It's too many snaps. It's less snaps in the NFL. Think about that. Come on, man. Man, gonna have a field day. Just get rid of that broad. How you done had your fun with it for 3 or 4 years, whatever you said. Man, get rid of that broad, man. Get on to the next and be a player. That's what players do. Be a player, dog. Have fun. You only live once. Enjoy life. Well, I love LeVar Ball. I can't say it enough. Love Deion Sanders. Can't say it enough. You want something done right? You got to do it yourself. Deion told you the story. He basically took over as coaching in grammar school and high school because he didn't like the way they were treating his sons. Come on, man. Y'all get my sons killed out there. I bet I might as well coach you. And he did. And then one thing led to another. And got on the high school circuit and got down right there. And went to Jackson State, got down right there. Went to Colorado, got down right there. And so what they going to say when he left Colorado, when he left Jackson, he's just going out, selling out for the people. And he went to Colorado selling out. So if you leave Colorado and go to the Raiders or go to the Dallas Cowboys, what? He's selling out for the people, for the people? Come on, man. That man doing the best for his family. And that's what you got to do. Same thing as LeVar Ball. You say let the school system mess around with his children. He took them up out of that system. Come on, man. Y'all got Jello sitting around on some sunglasses. Come on, y'all playing games. Come on, Jello. You ain't got to pay for UCLA. I'm about to start my own business, JPA. Come on, Melo. You ain't going to school. They mess around with your brother. They mess around with us. We're a unit. We're about to start a JBA. And what did that do? That kick off everything. It wouldn't be no NIL fast, not this fast, but it wasn't for LeVar Ball. He kicked all that off quick. He expedited it anyway. Dead ass, man. Get a man this motherfucking crown and trophies. Fuck them flowers. Get that man his crowns. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is out here. Make major moves. In this life, you can lose your shirt every day. And if you're a man of color, they ain't trying to give you nothing. Not nothing, not even food stamps, not nothing. So what you gonna do, give up? You gonna crush? Or you gonna be a diamond? There's pressure that busts pipes, but it's also pressure to make diamonds too. Which one you gonna be? And we diamonds around here from the go. Tony Allen and Zach Randolph got that show called Get It Out the Mud. That's for real, dog. We get it out the mud. We be waiting around, waiting for nobody to give you nothing. Waiting around for people to do this and do that. They're going to talk about you anyway. You can do everything right. They still going to talk about you. They don't care. If you're going by that Bible business where they killed his son, Jesus, and put him on the damn cross. They killed him. What you think they do to you? So whatever you believe in, whatever your beliefs are, I'll say this. Believe in yourself first. Put yourself first before anybody, even before your children. Because if you here, everything is together. If you're not here, your children ain't going to be together. They need you as a whole. Come on, man. Fuck with me, Access.
Please subscribe to Flight Sports TV, hit the like button, and leave a comment.
Damn,
Yeah.
who was that? Who's that?
That's AI.
Oh, shit, that AI. I hit that motherfucker.
Coffee or food.
That AI, god damn. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so when we go back to the game, we can see that it was an epic fail on all phases of the game.
I don't even know if it was a fail.
Offense and special teams.
I don't even know if it was a fail.
None of it really came together as we expected. I
can't call it a
about
fail.
the play on the field.
I think they playing it like that, bro. They playing it like that because why else would you play? Nobody.
Now, I'm only going by what I've seen. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes because I was.
That's what they want you to go by. Exactly what you've seen. That's what they want you to go by.
Well, I don't know that. I can't agree with that. That would just be.
I bet Las Vegas didn't have that score. I bet Las Vegas didn't have that score being that score. I mean, I bet Las Vegas the only one people know what the score was going to be and the outcome was going to be. Because regular people didn't have the score being like that. You know what I'm saying? They had it being kind of close. But Las Vegas knew. Come on, man.
Well, BYU was ranked 17. Colorado was at the precipice of the top 25 at 25. So, I mean, anybody with common sense would say BYU is a better team. Not a
person that know who make the rankings. Who make the rankings? Because common sense gonna tell me you just picking out a college. Who to tell to say that they know what they're talking about? Number one, you know how many upsets in the first top 5?
So you disagree that BYU was a better team than Colorado?
If BYU play Illinois will get them because anybody can get anybody on any given day. It's how you. It's how you start. You get off to a fast start. You good.
But BYU have 2 losses. They have 2 losses, so of course they can get got. I'm not saying they're God's gift to college football, but what I'm saying is that their roster to Colorado roster was overall better. I know Colorado has a good offensive roster and defensive roster. They kind of, they're a little bit below mid, except for Travis Hunter and Simon Craig. Outside of that, you can see where Colorado defense is ranked in the college football playoffs, and that defense is ranked pretty low.
But we know who do that
BYU
ranking, right?
defense,
We know who do the ranking, right?
but they go off of statistics. They just don't
Yeah,
just
but
do it.
statistics. Look, if you was to pick any man on this planet, especially a black man, off statistics, you're gonna lose. We don't do that statistical. Come on, we don't do that statistical category. I mean, that's that white man shit. Come on with them
You can
statistics.
always say yay. You can always say nay on anything in the
And
universe.
I'm gonna say nay because all the statistics. I'm not picking nobody off statistics. I'm picking you off the eye test. I'm gonna look at the eye test. I saw Kansas with a hell of a defense this season.
Whoa! Hold on, then. If you're going to say eye test, then what you saw tonight look like a really stellar defense?
I would say tonight look like a planned attack. Like it's script. It's a script.
Coffee, you're not trying to make excuses for Colorado, are you?
No, I would never make excuses, but I know it's a script. I don't believe TV. You can't believe the
Turn off the TV.
Because especially access, especially when they
TV
say
off.
especially when they say anybody that's going high in the picks don't even play in these bowls. They don't even play. Not just 1, 2, or 3, but 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. They don't even play. People don't even play. So I'm like, why the hell y'all playing? So come on, man. All this shit be script, man.
Well, they play to generate money. They don't need to generate any more footage, right?
Look, why would you risk anything of getting hurt? Them real tackles, they was smacking Shaduer ass. They smacking his ass for real.
Yeah, he did get hurt a couple of times.
Them ain't no fake tackles. That's for real. So why would you even put the man out there to play? Man, they trying to show something to them people. See how durable he is? Man, I truly believe that damn Shaduer be holding the ball on purpose a lot of times, dog. He do that shit a lot of times.
I know it's odd, Coffee. I'm telling you, it's really odd. Watching him hold that ball is really odd.
Yeah, man, ain't no way.
And you got players running right across his face, wide open.
Man, right there. I mean, in his face, right there. He can just throw a lob. Boom. Next thing, all the time, and he do it all the time. He'd rather take the sack and get. I said, man, this motherfucker should do it.
How do you lose 23 yards when you at about the 15-yard line?
The same way.
At the 5. Yeah, he was at the 5.
I'm gonna tell you the same way that they lost in Seattle with Russell with what's your man that was a beast and they ended up passing the ball to Seattle for that Super Bowl memories on the
interception. Yeah,
man. Come on. Beast mode been walking you down. Beast mode been walking you down for 10 or 15 every time he touch it, and now there's the one, and you don't give it to him, and it's only the second. It's only the second period. Come on, dog. Second quarter. Come on, dog.
No, that was the fourth quarter. That was the fourth quarter. That was the end of the game.
I think that was the third. It wasn't the fourth.
Yeah. That was the fourth quarter. It was seconds left. It was only seconds. Like 9 seconds left.
No,
that ended the game right there. That interception.
No, I think it was the second or the third. Look at it. I think it was the second or the third because he got an interception.
No, I know. I watched the game. I betted money on that game.
Look, Google it. Whoever in the chat,
I lost a lot of money on that game.
Whoever in the chat, Google that on Seattle when they played.
Third quarter, about 9 seconds left.
What they play? Who did they play?
Marshawn Lynch ran it. They played Patriots. The Patriots.
Yeah, they played the Patriots. Yeah, Marshall. I think it was the second or the third. Whoever in the chat, Google that. Google that. I think it was second or third because we threw the interception. They had one more play to get, but they threw the interception. I'm like, God damn, dog. I don't think
when you threw the interception, Coffee, that was game. That was over with.
Look,
Patriots secured the game.
Why would you even do that? And they on the one. They were not even. They were less than the one. And your man, the Beast Mode, been walking them down. He been dragging 5 or 6 dudes.
Right. Beast Mode, at the end of that game, according to him, he said he went over to Pete Carroll and just yelled at him.
Yeah, you got to.
What you get.
You got to. He like, I'm a beast. I drag 6 people every time I'm touching it. If they just can't get me down, 1, 2, 3 can't bring me down. 4, 5, 6. It's gonna take all that to bring me down. But I'm less than 1. So that's what I see with Shaduer, man. Him hold that ball like that, because ain't no way in the hell you hold a ball like that and get tagged that many times.
Colorado. But Coffee, explain this to me. How do you? But listen to this though. On this game, this is the bowl game. This is the last game they all together, right? As Colorado, they're going to go to the Senior Bowl. But outside of the Senior Bowl, this is what's that? The Blue and Gray Bowl or something like that. But outside of that, as Colorado Buffaloes, this is the last time this group of guys are going to be together, right? So how do you throw the ball to Travis Hunter? He makes a terrific yak yards after catch, and he gets down to the 5-yard line, and then you hike the ball and you run backwards with your back towards the end zone.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You don't backpedal. You ran back. You can't see behind your head, and you don't got speed, right? Shaduer don't have no speed like that.
No, he ain't got no open up speed. He ain't got no takeoff speed. But he did it on purpose. He did that shit on purpose, and he's been doing it ever since Jackson State. He's been doing it, and the reason they love him, because he is a hell of a quarterback. When he let that thing go, he's accurate. He's precise. He got an arm.
He can spin that pitch.
He can, and he can read that defense. A lot of times he got a good feel bit in that pocket. A lot of times when they tell you, they pick the quarterback that like to sit in the pocket. They don't like the quarterbacks that like to run. Like they didn't like the Michael Vicks. Michael Vicks was awesome. I don't know why people start listening to that. Don't sit in that damn pocket. Leave man run.
Well, I mean, it goes back before Michael Vick with Randall Cunningham. Remember that?
Yeah, Cunningham. Well, they like the Warren Moon.
And before Cunningham, it was Archie Manning. Archie Manning was Fran Tarkenton. Doug Williams was the pocket passer. He wasn't a scrambler.
Right. They love Warren Moon because he likes to sit in that pocket. They love
right. Warren Moon sit in that pocket. Yep.
Doug Williams because he sit in that pocket.
Steve McNair sit in the pocket.
Yeah, Steve McNair. They love remember your man Doug Williams?
Yeah, Doug Williams, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes.
Yeah, big motherfucker. They love him to sit in that pocket. But we don't made to sit in the pocket. We athletes, Dex. We cold. They got to sit in the pocket. They ain't open up like that. They got to sit in the pocket. We ain't got to do that shit.
But Coffee, that's why they put so much emphasis on it. But like I said, they might have some anomalies like Fran Tarkenton, Archie Manning, Steve Young. You know what I'm saying? They might have some anomalies that come down the pipeline. Right now, you got Josh Allen, but that's far and few in between. But we get them every season, every year.
That's a fact, and that's a fact. And that's why there's up and down. They say, who should we take? Cam? Who should we take? Shaduer? Who should we take? Man, you take whatever's going to fit the chemistry of your team. Because anybody of color, if you believe in them, they're going to go open. They're going to get out anyway. See, all we ever need was somebody to believe in us. That's all we need. That's why Shaduer did so well.
Oh, I forgot Vince Evans. Yeah,
Vince
you remember Vince Evans? That's your boy. Vince Evans. Yeah, that's your boy over there in Chicago.
Yeah, Vince Evans super cold. Vince Evans super cold. I mean, super cold. You know? So, but anytime we got somebody to believe in us, which is why Deion Sanders was his coach, we're going to get down. Shaduer look good because of his father. A lot of people got a lot of thinking to do to Deion Sanders, because if they was anywhere else, they wouldn't get that type of time to get that type of rip, because it'd be so quick to give up on you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I'll take a few turnovers. I'll sit your ass down. There's somebody else going there. You know, think about when the last time Oregon had a black quarterback.
I think Thompson was the last black quarterback.
When was that?
Thompson or something like that.
Yeah, when was that?
That was in the 90s.
Right. What we in now? 25? So
or the early 2000s, one of them two. But he was good though.
And I don't see them getting no black quarterback no time soon. Them and a few others. You know? And I don't know what your man Bill Belichick did by coming back to North Carolina. I don't know what that's about.
You know what that's about. It's about Deion Sanders. Come on, we all know what that's about.
But you better hope Deion Sanders go to the NFL, because if Deion Sanders stay, he ain't got a chance in hell to out-recruit him. Man, that damn Bill Belichick is an introvert. He ain't no motherfucker got no. He look mad every day. He angry every day. That's the old traditional paradigm of recruiting. That shit don't work no more. You gotta be open. You gotta have a smile.
Ran Nick Saban out.
Yeah, and Nick Saban, think about it. And Nick Saban didn't get all the players because of who he was. He had that money. That man owned Benz dealerships. Man got about what, $600 million?
He bought players out of JUCO though.
Yeah, but
He'll get a few out of high school, but he'll get them from them JUCOs.
He been doing the NIL before the NIL came out. He been paying that bread for years under the table. You know he own the Benz. You know he own the Benz car lots, right? The Mercedes-Benz car lots, right?
Yeah.
Man,
and Mercedes got a big old auto plant in Alabama.
Yeah. Man, the man got over $600 million easily. He been having it for a minute. He been having money for over 25 years. Easy. I'm talking about easy. So it's like
actually, that is the Mercedes-Benz hub in America. Is in Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. So and he a big part of it. So when he get the players he get, it's like he getting them prison type dudes playing against Biddy Ball. You know, he got look at the front line, look at the O line and the D line. Man, come on, he getting the best of the best. He paying that bread.
And we saw some of that tonight, Coffee, with BYU. These are like 4 or 5 year players. These are just not players coming out of high school or 2 year players.
Big as hell.
These players been at BYU forever because that's the type of college BYU is. They don't get the best of the best. I mean, now they just got this young kid coming into the basketball program, the #1 overall recruit. But outside of that, BYU built their players.
They got them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they stay in college for at least 4 years, 5 years. You know, they redshirt.
Just like Nebraska. I would like to see them play Nebraska. Them big beefy ass motherfuckers. They got a 6'9" dude so damn big. I was like, look at this big. That should be illegal. I'm talking about he ain't just big. He like refrigerator period big. He wide, muscular. Man, I was like, this shit crazy. But don't nobody get it like we got it. People of color. We like warriors. We got the best of the best. And we just don't know how cold we are because we don't believe in one another. So when you get with a person like Deion Sanders that bring the best out of you, one, because you never had no father in your house, it wasn't your fault, it was your mama's fault. And you get somebody that believe in you, oh man, you're going to do a lot of great things. I'm not going to be surprised when a lot of players get drafted from Colorado, whether it be the combine or after the draft is over and they signing, because look where they come from. Everybody on the staff is NFL. Come on, man, they're working with the best. They already know the system. That's what they want. They want the system that's already been taught by the system. And you got Pat Sherman right there. Don't be surprised to see Pat Sherman be the head coach of the Raiders. And you see, or Dallas, if Deion don't go, Pat Sherman go and be the head coach of Dallas or the Raiders. And then you're going to see Shaduer end up right there. Man, along with the rest of the Colorado players. It's so political, dog. It's all about money. It's like same thing with the NBA. Steve Ballmer built their LA Clippers. They can't get nothing out of Kawhi Leonard. He always hurt, injured, whatever. He want them Ball brothers. I've been saying it for the last 2 years. He want them Ball brothers. He gonna get them. He gonna find a way to get them Ball brothers. All 3 of them. So people talking garbage about Jello, and Jello gonna shine, and they gonna see what it is. Whether they start off by playing with Charlotte first, because Lonzo, on the trade blocks, because he want to be on the trade blocks. Lonzo want to leave. He want to be on the trade blocks. He want to play with Melo. He can't blame him. If I called it out a long time ago. A lot of times, children be so damn rebellious. They don't want to listen to the father until they got to go through some hard shit. Then they be like, "Oh, you right, pops. You was right. Damn, Dad, I didn't see it. I see now. I should have really stuck with Big Baller brand because you look at them Puma shoes. Them some ugly ass shoes, man. Them shoes don't look better than Big Baller brand. I don't care what nobody say. It's just the colorway. They got a million colors. They could have did that with Big Baller brand. Melo the one sell them shoes. Melo signed with a shoe called The. Everybody they be buying a sneaker that's called The. Because Melo, he would have stayed with Big Baller brand. He would have been a billionaire. Because he the one selling Puma shoes. They ain't nothing but a circle. Big Baller brand got some style to it. So it's easy to talk about a man that started something and revolutionized something, and everybody else just copycat it. And then you took the star player, and the only way you able to take them, because children be so rebellious today, they don't want to listen to you until they go through some shit. Then they come back and say, "You right, pops." Now they starting to listen to the bar because they see it. Sit together as a cohesive team, as a family, you take over. And why people love the Italians and all that, because they stick together. And a couple other cultures, they stick together. We the only ones gonna stick together. We hate each other for no reason. Hate you because you look better than me. Hate you because you got more money than me. Hate you because you're smarter than me. Hate you just for reasons you dress better than me. We hate for every damn thing. And you ain't got to. All you gotta do is love yourself. Man, I ain't gonna never hate on nobody, man, because I love me too much. I make too much bread. Nobody give me nothing. I had to take the money. But they glad I ain't on the other side though, doing it like motherfuckers be doing it on the streets, hustling that thing like you know what I'm talking about. That you know what I'm saying? They look at them doing it the other way, because a lot of niggas have been in the trunk and their knees beat with a bat, for real. But we did it the smart way, the educated way. We're gonna be multi-millionaires because of the way I decided to do it. You put your mind together.
Like I say, Coffee, a brick is a brick unless it weighs 1,008 grams. Then it has value.
That's a fact. They got action. When they was over there in Colombia, that's a fact. When they was over there in Colombia and they were putting that thing together, they wasn't worried about what's the product and how pure the product was, because it's pure more than 100%. They was their only concern was, if we can get that shit to the United States, it's over. And when they was able to get that shit up here, man, people went crazy over that stuff. And parties and weddings and bar mitzvahs and everywhere else, they went crazy over that stuff. Man, making $100 million a week. If you saw the movie Scarface, he's making $100 million a week. The bank man came out and told him, when they was coming out there about to make another deposit, he came and told him, we can't take no more of your money here. It's too much. The bank, we ain't got nowhere to put it. $100 million a week. Dexter, if you made $100 million a year, it's crazy. $100 million a week? Come on, man. Come on, man. Go back and look at Scarface. When that man told him that, the bank man said, we can
1,000 times. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. Remember that party said we can't take no more of your money here?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got no room for it. And they put money all in the walls and everything. It's crazy. Buried it all in the backyard, everywhere. All they was concerned was if we can get it to the United States, and how they get it up here through the connection, how they get anything up in this country. Because we don't bring it up here. You know who bring it up in here. Yeah, still they want to lock you up for the this, that, that. There's still people locked up for weed. Now you got people locked up for weed. That record should be totally abolished. They should be, you should make them presidents of those dispensaries, clean their record, wipe it out, because y'all involved with weed now. I'll say, come on, man. I wouldn't buy that people weed for nothing to play. If I was a smoker, I wouldn't buy that shit, because they lacing it with everything. It's like you hear them vegetarians. I'm a vegetarian. Well, you ain't no vegetarian because the soil ain't no good.
Well, Deion should let him smoke tonight. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Hell, he up there telling them they better not be smoking, and if they're caught smoking, somebody turn their ass in. He should have just let them smoke. It's the last game, Coach Prime. Let these kids do what they do. I mean, it's cool in Texas, it's cool in Colorado. Let them do their thing, especially San Antonio. And San Antonio don't have no good grade. I mean, they strand down there is like horse hay. You follow what I'm saying? So just let them feel like they're elevated in some way or shape or form, so they can go out there and put their muscle down and have these high volatile collisions without thinking about it. See, when you're out there sober, you're thinking about these executive decisions when you got a running back that's 6'1", 280 pounds coming down the pike downhill.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's just that Deion, we know he ain't no perfectionist. And, we ain't nobody no perfectionist. We know he be overdoing it. He overdoing too much with that religion stuff. But that's his thing. and it'll come back to haunt you.
Oh my God, Deion, give these kids a break. Let them have some relief. I mean, that's a stressful thing. Because the thing of it is, Deion have real kids, right? Only person that's old, I think, is Offerdahl and Shiloh. But the rest of these guys are real kids. And they're playing teams like the Kansas and Kansas States and the BYUs in Nebraska with 4 and 5 year seniors. These are grown men.
It's like it's like you're sacrificing them.
Yeah, so you got to let them, have some kind of altered state of mind to go against these freaking studs and giants out here in pads and uniforms.
And them the ones that ain't been tested for drugs. They big and they be doing them drugs.
And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Football is a volatile sport. Not only that, why do you think they have to go behind a tent to check out players? Why do you have to do that? Remember back in the day, they didn't go behind no tent. They check you out right there on the field.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact.
They cover you up, drag you out the field, put you in an undisclosed location, and then drug you up and send you back out there. You good, son?
I swear, I thought dude broke his ankle. I said, I knew it was broke, man. He came back out of halftime.
He done.
Man, they shot him. He came back out running fast, and he was running with it before the game opened up and started.
The same guy, the other guy, remember he hurt himself, right? The wide receiver, he hurt himself, and then he limped off the field all like, goggy, and then they put him in that tent, sent him back out there, and he ended up hurting himself again, and this time they just sent him back out. I think he broke his wrist or something.
Man.
I mean, these dudes get shot up, and they just run like zombies out there, just like the living dead.
The only person I think that didn't get it, and I know he did, I probably have two of them, but that would just bounce back up all the time, was that damn Walter Payton. Sweetness. Come on now. Come on, Dex. You know how Sweetness was.
Sweetness. You had Dick Buckus.
Eric Dickinson.
Well, Eric Dixon really didn't get hurt that much. He was such a graceful runner. He was like Tony George said, them guys didn't really get hurt that much.
But you really didn't see Sweetness get hurt neither, though.
No, but Sweetness was tough. He'll run you over.
Right, super tough, and he got an incredible stiff arm.
He don't run out of bounds. Yeah, he don't run out of bounds.
Right,
he was like a smaller Earl Campbell.
Right, and he got an incredible stiff arm that knock your head off your shoulder.
Sweetness do not run out of bounds. And you have to knock him out of bounds.
Right, and you're going to pay if you tackle him. You're going to pay.
Yeah, you don't want to go get hurt.
Yeah, he ducked first. Him, your boy Barry Sanders, these guys is unbelievable. I'm talking about.
Well, Barry was very nifty.
Yeah,
he was not going to really run you over. He was just very nifty.
Yeah, he's shifty. He's shifty with it. He's shifty with the man. And when he retired, he had at least about 5 years left before he retired.
Yeah, he retired way too early.
I mean, it was incredible the moves he make, and so that's what I'm not seeing today. I'm not seeing people really understanding the craft of it, like going through like a ballerina and then exploding and opening up like a Sweetness in the very center.
But coffee, in all reality, they had to coffee. If they didn't, you would have to go up against people like Jack Tatum. They'll go clothesline you. Conrad Dobler. You follow what I'm saying? These people were vicious.
Right.
So you had to be nifty. You had to be skillful going through that hole.
Hey, they were taking cocaine back then.
Going through that hole. Right. Exactly. You know they were cocaine cowboys.
They were doing that on the football field, on the basketball
field. LSD. They were doing LSD. They'll put the little dot, was the acid? They put the little dot in their hair and put the hairband around it and sweat the acid into their system and be buck wild out there.
That go
Ted Hendricks. You had the Ted Hendricks, the Randy White, you know what I mean? The mean Joe Green.
Jim McMahon.
Oh, yeah, Jim McMahon, he was acid head for real. That's why he kept the headband on.
He took
that headband on.
Every drug that was out there. So the game been cleaned up since then, but they still taking it. And it's like you say, if they just smoking weed, man, let the people smoke weed to get into their alter ego so they can go out there and perform. Because like you say, them big people coming at you 6'5", 6'6", that shit is unreal. Like a mad truck coming at you.
And here you a defensive back, right? Yeah. You only about 5'10", 170. You know what I'm saying? And you got this big old.
I saw Shallow hit some. Who that dude Shallow hit? And
Shallow got ran over.
Yeah, Shallow ran right over. Yeah, he ran his ass right over. And Shallow, he supposed to be headache game. He ran his ass. He ran his ass headache.
Yeah, Shallow supposed to be the battle ram.
He bounced right off that motherfucker. He's just bounced right off.
Yeah, you know what? Throughout that game tonight, he didn't come at nobody like that again.
Right, because he felt
He's like, wait a minute, I'm in the draft. What am I doing? I'm tripping.
I got no weed either. I ain't smoking nothing either.
Right, I ain't smoking nothing either.
I'm I'm in my natural mindset. I might get killed out here. Let me.
Pop's tripping, right? Pop's trying to motivate me. I'm sober.
I'm just trying to break my whole medulla oblongata.
Do you believe? Do you believe?
So Deion did that to himself. That's why I said it should be so scripted. Man.
That's why I said I blame Deion. I mean, I love some Deion Sanders. I wasn't being a hater. I know what happened.
Yeah,
when I see these fans out here playing, I was like, Deion did this shit, man.
Yeah, he did. He
didn't want no bad publicity in his first bowl game, so he told these dudes to come out sober and do their best.
But look, he lost that bowl game in Jackson too. Remember? At Jackson, he lost that bowl game.
Yeah, he lost 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, 2 of them. So it's like, and he wasn't even that mad at the post. If you saw the post interview, he wasn't even mad like that.
Nah, man, he just wanted to have a nice bowl game. Everybody made their money. He got his bonus. There was no discrepancy in off-field discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? There was no off-field issues down at the Riverwalk. All the Mexican girls down there with all these brothers coming out of Colorado, San Antonio.
That's what I'm saying.
There was no issue. There was no issue, Coffee.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
They let them what you call them, a highness? They let them highness alone. At least they did it with respect. That's
what I'm saying. That's why I say ain't no loss. Because they about to have something pretty waiting for them at the hotel.
Oh, yeah, them highness. Oh, man, my God.
They about to be so incredible. They down there, too. I'm like...
I got 2 partners that live in San Antonio. One name is Whipple, and one name is McCracken. They both been to the military.
And they both
oh, my God, every time I used to go visit them down there in San Antonio, Whipple had like a farm. He had like a farm. They
love the military, man. They love the military, man, though.
Yeah, both was military men. Yep.
Yeah, they love the military.
And Whipple was in the horses, so he had like he had horses and shit. I used to go to see his horses. He's like, get on one. I'm like, man, I ain't finna get on no wild horse. You crazy? This ain't no horse at the amusement. Hell no, this ain't no horse at the amusement park. This is a real horse.
Think about it. Think about it, Dex. Through your lifetime, you didn't think about it, Dex. And through your lifetime, you done rode a few wild horses.
Stop it. Here you go being demented. Don't be demented, Coffee. This man trying to get me on a wild horse with no saddle. You gotta be crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild right there. That's wild. But it's a beautiful thing. I know they're glad it's over with. They about to have a ball. The party don't stop. It's about to be an all-night party tonight.
They party in San Antonio. Listen, San Antonio is different. Look, San Antonio is Mexican Atlanta.
Man,
that's the best I can put it. It's Mexican Atlanta.
I'm trying to tell you.
And it's big. San Antonio is not small at all. It's very huge. It's a huge city.
Shout out to Theo in the chat. He say, Coffee to the World is back with all access decks. It's an all-star team. It's an all-star team. We get together. It's platinum.
Yes. Please sub, man. Y'all sub. Don't cheat yourself. Sub to the stream, man. And listen, the holidays is not over yet. The hardest part of the holidays financially has come to a close. We're after Christmas. So I know some of y'all got some surplus. And those of you who got surplus, come on, man. Don't be no miser. Hit that PayPal. Hit that Cash App. Hit that Super Chat. Me, Coffee, Uncle Vern, Flight. Come on, man. Don't cheat us like that, man. Hit that dang old thing, man. And listen, we appreciate the things that jingle, but we prefer the things that fold.
Coming to America. Let them know. Let them know. And he shouldn't have to ask y'all, man, for real. Because when you give.
This is Holly Heat of the Hot Seat with Holly Heat, and this is Flight Sports TV.
Holly Heat, nice, but put the AI bra back on. What the AI bra there? AI bra. She got
you in love with the AI. You in love with the AI.
The AI bra got more wide open, Dex. The AI bra cold.
Okay, let's hit the AI, man. Let's hit the AI.
Man, let the AI.
Please subscribe to Flight Sports TV. Hit the like button and leave a comment.
Woo! Ooh, that's a bad mother. Oh my God.
Sexy dip.
Well, that's why I can't understand. I ain't gonna never understand. But there's some beautiful play pretties in the world, man. It's selections out here.
So Coffee, in all of your observation of Colorado from game 1 till tonight bowl game, the Alamo Bowl down in San Antonio, how do you rate Colorado? Success?
A plus.
Okay, why so much?
Anytime you're a person of color, your back is against the wall, they're already against you. Like I said, the man came in, Colorado only won 1 game. Last year, he broke that record. I think they won about, 3 or 4 games last year, something like that. This year, he broke that last year record, won 9 games. He's study ascending when they wishing him to do well. I mean, they're wishing him to do worse every week. They hate when the man was winning. They couldn't talk. He shut him up for so long. They were like, man, just lose something. So they partied tonight thinking he lost tonight, but he didn't lose tonight. Man, study winning. He made over $100 million just off tonight for the university. Man, the man studied winning. So, we always lead a narrative that they push on TV, and we go against our own people. Oh, Deion.
Coffee, when the last time we saw the Alamo Bowl? Did we even know the Alamo Bowl existed?
Look, I never heard of the Alamo Bowl until they got accepted up in it. I never heard of them bowl. The Alamo Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Frost Crispy Bowl, the Black Cream of Wheat Bowl. Man, come on.
The Sugar Bowl is a little different. The Sugar Bowl got legacy.
But what they give us a bowl?
Pop-Tart Bowls and Rayon Technology Bowl. And Will Smith in the Mountain Bowl.
Won't they give us a bowl? Won't they give us a fried catfish bowl, a mustard and turnip green bowl, a neck bone bowl?
The way that Popeye selling them chicken?
Right. A neck bowl. What about the hot water cornbread bowl? Come out with them type of bowl.
The turnip greens.
Yeah, the turnip green bowl. Come on.
The yam bowl.
Long as ain't no chilling bowl.
Yeah, no chilling, no ham hock, no pork chop, none of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
We ain't gonna do good in them bowls.
Come on, right. We ain't gonna do good at all. Come out with the Smothers Cabbage Bowl. Give us some black bowls. The Cream of Wheat Bowl or something. What the Cream of Wheat Bowl? Hell, a Little Rascal Bowl. Buckwheat Bowl.
The Grits Bowl.
What about the Buckwheat Bowl?
Chicken and Waffle Bowl. Roscoe Chicken and Waffle Bowl.
What about Buckwheat Bowl? Well, fuck that. What about the
all access? I don't know about Buckwheat.
What about the all access Dex Bowl? The Coffee to the World.
What about the Coffee to the World Bowl?
Come on, that's what I'm saying. Come on with some
Flight Sports TV Bowl. Flight, you need to get at these people, man.
I'm trying to tell you, Flight Sports TV Bowl. Come on, man. That sounds better than them bowls.
You ain't lying.
Come on. All the bowls they got going on ridiculous. They just make anything up.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
The toilet bowl, the prison bowl. They just make.
You know what I really think it is, though? I really think it's Arabian money, and they just put an American product on top of it. That's what I think. Because there's too many weird bowls out there. And these Arabians is sitting on, like the House of Arabia.
Sitting
on 100 trillion.
Easy. I'm talking about easy.
How the hell can you imagine 100 trillion?
Look,
the House of Arabia.
They got so much money. It's so crazy. That's why
they're building a city in the desert. A new city in the desert.
In the desert. Look, you see what they did with Dubai?
Okay, yep, Dubai. Not only Dubai, you got Emirates. What's that other one?
Turkish Al-Shidi, the Emirate, all that shit that's surrounded by the Emirate, all that's surrounding, because all of them.
Yemen. Is it Yemen?
Yeah, they got Yemen too. They got Yemen. It's all surrounded. All of them and from the dirt, from the sands, and it's all they got water pipes going for miles, making ponds and all that. Come on, man. People got so much money, man, oil and all that. That's why I say ain't nobody broad safe. Everybody can lose their broad. It ain't just Travis Hunter. Everybody can lose their broad. Everybody on the planet. Because big bank take little bank. Whoever got the most money, that's where your broad going. They don't value human beings no more. Forget that. They don't care about that. First thing question, what did you do? What's your occupation? What is your credit score? I mean, what kind of questions is that? I'm a human being. What about that? They don't count for nothing?
And if they think you're a little bit of something, they're going to Google you.
Man, what? They're going to Google you. They're going to do that first. Look, They do that all the time. And the first time they do it, I say, look, did I Google you? I never did no shit like that. You show me where you at. No, I just got to call
Most men don't Google women, though. I mean, you got to be a different kind of man to Google a woman.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
But you got to be
go that far into research. You know what I'm saying? To go that far into your research.
But for
most men, they see what they like, and that's what they pursue.
Exactly. Now, who told women that was okay to do that? I don't care how dangerous it is.
Women are crafty. Women are very crafty.
I don't care how dangerous it is for a woman. If the man gonna do whatever he gonna do when he meets you, he gonna do it when he first meets you. He ain't gonna wait. He ain't got to plot because he knows you're gonna Google him.
Most men are simple. That's what I'm saying. It takes an unusual type of man to really do that kind of deep research on a woman. Because most men, we see what we want, we see what we like, and then we feel out of the nature of our positive hubris, we feel that we can shape the relationship the way we want it.
Now that's a fact. And if you're a player, you're gonna make it, and it's gonna be the way you want it anyway, no matter what. If you want some Bishop Don Juan business, it's gonna be the way you want it to go anyway. And you're gonna have a plethora of women. And I don't care if you Google me. I don't need you. I got you to be replaced. So you gotta, man, anybody with one woman on this planet, you gotta be a damn fool. I'm telling you, because they so iffy, wishy-washy, like the light switch, don't nobody want to say it. It is what it is, and they leaving. And ain't me making this up. Just Google the statistics of divorces. This year alone. Man, it's ridiculous.
Well, most divorces, from like 85 to current, was basically made on business decisions. You know what I'm saying? Now they're just being upfront with it. Back then, like in the mid 80s, going into the 90s, it was kind of a secret from the woman's standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now it's wide open. Hey man, it's about business.
And I can't blame them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't blame the women. I blame the men. Why in the hell, especially if you're a successful man, if you're a man, you got $2 or $3 million, what you get married for? Unless you get married to Janet Jackson or somebody got more money than you, it don't benefit you to get married to nobody when you got $3 million, he got zero. It don't benefit you.
But see, Coffee, that's the thing. We never looked at it as men, as primates. We never looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we are hunters. We go after the hunt, and then once we get the hunt, we feel that we can shape it to be the best thing that ever happened to us. Whether it's reality or it's a dream or fantasy. You follow what I'm saying? This is just how we approach going into women. And then, Coffee, you said something very important about the disparity of the financial rankings. A rich guy, whether he's in the streets or whether he's in corporate America, can get a broke woman if she is aesthetic to his eyes. But a rich girl, very rare, would take on a broke man unless he got to be like one of the most handsomest men that she ever met in her life.
Come on,
and have a gifted gab. And you have to have a gifted gab.
And that's a fact. Because even
outside of that, they won't give you a second chance.
They won't give you the first chance. It's
they
true
won't give you first chance.
Even like when you bring up that movie Coming to America, even though her family and her people were successful and they own McDarrow's, that money ain't the type of money he had. McDowell's. That money ain't the type of money he had. That man had his own face on the money and on the whole country. That's like I tell people, y'all think Michael Jordan got some money? What he got, about $3 or $4 billion? If Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk woke up with Michael Jordan money, they'd kill their damn self. You know how much money they got? You know how much money they got? Over 200-300 billion. The Waltons. They pushing trillions. They didn't want to wake up with no $3 or $4 billion. They'd jump off a cliff. Now, that's what they worship. In this country, if big bank take a look bank and you can lose your lady, you can lose your bra. That's why it don't benefit you to get married. All that love, that's a cap. Ain't no love. The only love you can get and that exists is yourself. Everything is business, unless you got one of the women from the old traditional paradigm. Now, if you've been with your lady for 20 years, you good. If anything going forward, from like you said, from 85 up, man, that's over with.
Well, you better hope that the lady that you with 20 years don't happen to stumble across some young stud.
Oh, it's over with because that Wood is undefeated. The Wood is also undefeated too. That Wood undefeated. They're coming there with something bigger than longer than your leg, bigger than the tree. It's over with for you.
It's over with. You know and she gonna take all that money that you gave her throughout them 20 years and give it to that youngster.
Man, look at Dr. Dre, bro. That's what she doing right now. Dr. Dre got over $800 million. He got over $800 million. She left him with every damn thing, but she got the young guy now. And it's like that with a whole lot of these guys. Man, these women leaving left and right. I can't make this up. And it's a sad commentary because you can't tell our people nothing. And our men so delusional because they
Coffee. You have to be a little more sympathetic when it comes to our people. And the reason why is because we have the most unique condition of any people that ever walked the planet Earth.
Yeah, it's unique. It's definitely unique.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody have undergone. I'm talking about through the generations, so that's in our DNA to some degree, and it has to take a real strong, conscientious effort to turn that around. You got to go to either some therapy. You got to be able to listen. You got to be able to want to break the shackles of the residuals of slavery. Other than that, you can't just walk through life thinking this shit gonna disappear and you gonna heal. It don't work like that. You got to really do some shadow work.
You hit it right on the head.
And a lot of us don't want to do that shadow work. And we just go through generation to generation of mentally shackled slavery. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to say, Dad, why you do that? Mama, why you do that? Grandma, why you do that? Granddad, why you do that? We ain't trying to break it like that as a whole. I'm talking about as a whole. We have remnants of us who fight through it, be a part of organizations, do some real deep diving into our psychology to figure out what our relationship to our oppressors and why it's like that and why it continues. See, that's the key. Why it continues. Because if they are good people and we claim that we are good people, then we have to meet in the middle to find some kind of effect to overcome the residuals of slavery. Slave master and slave. But you know what? Somebody is teaching children how to be slave masters, and somebody's teaching children how to be slaves right now to this day.
And you hit it on the head. And here I got a question for you. Would you say the reason men hate women and women hate men is because of that? What you just said? Or what?
When you say women and men, what are you specifically talking about? A specific race, or are you talking about in general?
Well, it can go both ways.
Because in general, women don't hate men in general.
Look. No, hold up now. What percentage is
in general?
Right. What percentage?
Hold on, just I can prove this to you. Because it's a population boom. It might not be a population boom in America, but outside of America, North America,
that's a fact.
It's population boom.
That's a fact.
So somebody's loving somebody. Shit, it ain't rape. It ain't sexual assault.
You cooking with that, Dex, because when you go to other countries, they treat the black man like a king. He is amazing, immaculate. He everything. Depending on what countries you go to. And depending on the country we go to, like say for instance, we go to the Dominican Republic or Venezuela, and we see one of them play pretties over there. Come on, we cuffing them. And they going right with us. And I'm talking about for $1.75.
Oh my God.
Come on,
Coffee, you the fool.
Come on,
he said $1.70.
$1.70. You probably don't need that much.
Well, I need to have a harem then.
It's easy. Go down there. I'm telling you, go down there with a quarter, 6 dimes, and 3 nickels, and you're gonna be the man. A quarter, 6 dimes, and 3 nickels. You the man in that business.
So you said if I buy some plantains They're gonna love me for the rest of their life.
You are platinum. It's like winning the lotto. What's the lottery this week? What is it? 1.7 million, whatever, 1.3 million. What is the lotto? I mean, billion? 1.3
Whatever it
billion?
is, somebody hit it because it ain't up on the sign.
They said somebody in California hit it, and the last name, I mean, first name was Dex or something like that.
Woo, I wish. Do you know where we would be if I hit something like that?
Over with. Flight Sports TV would be the new ESPN.
Be the new ESPN.
It's already new ESPN, but we have our own shit. We're going to have it anyway. Matter of fact, we're going to have it anyway.
Yeah, it's coming. It's all coming.
I promise you, so anybody that's in the chat, I promise you don't want to go nowhere. This is where you want to be. Don't be fooled. Don't be tricked by other podcasts. It's about to be flaming, especially when Lonzo Ball get traded and he get connected with his brother. It's going to be crazy. Everybody, even your other podcasts, are going to be tuning in to Flight Sports TV because they nosy as hell.
Yeah. You know what, Coffee? Your Bulls beat the Milwaukee Bucks tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. And Zoe still
beat them down.
And Zoe still leave. Zoe still leave.
Well, he's giving away signed jerseys, so I don't know how bad he want to leave.
He leaving because it's like this. When you think about what you can do, and he the reason why his little brother is who he is, and Jello who he is, and
yeah, but I don't think he's leaving to go to Charlotte though, because he's not going down to that mess. That's a mess down there.
No. So I think, and it's funny you said that. I always said LA Clippers, and the rest of them gonna follow. Now people say LA Lakers, and that's
no Lakers,
and people say San Antonio Spurs too, but I'm saying the Clippers.
Listen, Lakers. I'm gonna tell you something about the Lakers. Lakers are willing to part ways with their redneck backcourt. Austin Reeves and Don Connect. And
they cold.
One of the suitors could be the Charlotte Hornets because the Charlotte Hornets will revel in having a backcourt of that magnitude. Two potential all-stars, rednecks, coming out of the Bible Belt, Arkansas and Tennessee, to Charlotte, where Lamelo Ball is getting paid $260 million, and the way that Charlotte is playing and the games they are losing, despite Melo having all-star numbers, right?
Facts.
He might not make no All-NBA team. And that's where Lamelo is. Listen, this is what Lamelo is gearing for. This is why Lamelo Ball is not floating around on these digital landscapes like he used to do in the past. Remember, you used to see Lamelo Ball on podcasts.
Facts.
He's not even on his own brother podcast.
That's a fact.
The Ball has a studio in the mansion. Big Baller Brand podcast. Nothing. Because Lamelo Ball wants to be taken seriously as a baller. Not just a baller putting up numbers and not winning.
The best.
See, people have already rated Lamelo. I'm talking about people outside the NBA who are former players and who are very influential in their opinions. They have already rated Lamelo top 5 point guard, right? But that's underrating. Top 5 point guard? No. He's top 5 player in the NBA.
Top 1 player. Top 1.
Well, I can't say top 1 just yet because he hasn't won anything.
Man, you gotta win.
But as a player, when you look at his skill set and all the things that he brings to the table, it ain't no point guard in the league that can do that. I'm talking point guard.
So you saying you got to win something to be the best?
Well, that comes with it, right? That comes with the accolades. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's solo accolades or team accolades. You have to bring.
So they said if we get the trophy, if we get the championship, that makes you the best player.
Well, like I say, that adds leverage to the argument
Because
because
when I looked at that
Charles,
team,
you would never look at Charles Barkley as the best player. You would never look at what's his name, Karl Malone as the best player. You
why
follow what I'm
not?
saying? Even though this is what I'm saying to tell you. Even though we've seen Karl Malone dominate for at least 5 years in the NBA, at least 5 years, he dominated from that position, right?
That's a fact.
The only reason why Karl Malone is not ranked above the ticket, he's not ranked above the big fundamental, he's not ranked above
The big
cer-
Aristotle.
no, not the big Aristotle, that's Jack.
Right.
But the big fundamental is Tim
It's
Duncan.
Tim Duncan. That's Tim Duncan, right.
So reason why he's not ranked above these type of players is because even though he have the numbers, is because Karl Malone doesn't have any hardware.
So when you base the best player of all time, is it off the hardware? 'Cause
It's a combination.
if that's the case,
No,
your man Bill Russell is leading
no,
everybody.
that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna exclude Bill Russell. Now the hardware, he's the best of all time, right? The hardware. You can't take that from Bill Russell because he won as a player and a coach. Don't forget that. He's one of the few who won as a player and a coach, right?
It's
I
a
think
fact.
the last person to do that was Tyronn Lue,
Right.
won as a player and a coach.
That's a fact.
Um, so 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 the thing of it is, when you have the hardware to back up your stats, all of that is integrated and helps the argument to bring you to the sum total to be put on the Mount Rushmore. In order for you to be the best, you got to be on Mount Rushmore first, right? You got to be one of the 4 or 5 on Mount Rushmore to even to be in the conversation. All the people on Mount Rushmore have titles. There's not one person on Mount Rushmore that don't have a title.
Your man Adam said Karl Malone won MVP. He just didn't win a championship. What you got to say to that, Dex?
That's what I'm saying. MVP is not hardware. That's personal accolades. That's not a problem. Derrick Rose won MVP. That's not an issue there. That just only proved that he was dominant that season. And Karl Malone could have had a couple of MVPs.
Hold up, though.
I think he had 2.
That don't
I think
count
he
for
had 2,
nothing.
right?
That don't count for nothing to be the MVP that entire season. Out of every individual, you was the best for a
Okay,
season.
Okay, listen now.
There ain't no
Charles
hardware.
Barkley.
Come on, Dex.
Hold on, Coffee. Hold on. I'm putting this in your backyard. This is in your backyard. The ball is on your court on this one right here, Coffee. Charles Barkley was the MVP in 1993. Charles Barkley took the Phoenix Suns all the way to the NBA Finals, representing the Western Conference. Charles Barkley faced arguably the greatest player of all time, and Michael Jordan. In that year, Charles Barkley was the best player. But was Charles Barkley the best player of all time? He did not win in the 93 finals. He lost in 6 games.
So are you saying if he would have won that year, that particular year, he would have been considered the best player of all times?
He wouldn't be considered the best player of all time with just one hardware, but you can give a case that Charles Barkley could have been one of the best power forwards of all time.
So you're saying he'd be mentioned in the conversation because of the hardware?
Yep.
Okay.
Now hardware means a lot because not only was Charles Barkley a participant if he won that ultimate prize. Not only was Charles Barkley a participant, Coffee, my brother, he was the leader of the team. He took that team over from Kevin Johnson. That was Kevin Johnson's team. When Charles Barkley got there, it was Charles Barkley's team.
So the people have said during the Olympics, even though the team won, it was by so much closer of a margin because of the people they selected. And the people that's supposed to or really should have been in the Olympics, they said the margin would have been 20 points of greater if they put the right people on the team and stop being so favoritism. What do you think about that?
What Olympics are they referring to?
LeBron James, the ones the recent one.
Oh yeah, well I mean, come on, man, you got all these old players there, right? You have LeBron James, Steph Curry, and KD. All these players in their mid-30s, and they still won gold. You cannot knock that. That is more impressive of the Dream Team winning gold when they was in their prime.
I disagree respectfully, Dex. I disagree respectfully because that team that won, they was beating people by a margin of then they're 40.
Yes, and the world had. Hold on one second. They stay right there. Wait.
Let me say this one bit, and then you can get it. It's less than 5 seconds. This team that won, I think it was Sudan or one of them teams in Africa, that they barely escaped by 1 point. Man, and that wasn't just the only game. They could have went either way when they played them people from French and Wemby's team. It could have went either way with this team. It's a gas game. But go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, that team, the Dream Team, was the greatest team ever assembled. That's by far a remarkable achievement in United States basketball, IOC. By far. Because, like you said, they was beating teams so convincingly that at halftime, the teams was ready to quit just to get autographs signed. How remarkable is that, right? So the European League hadn't caught up to American athletic prowess. Now, since then, they have caught up and they have won a couple Olympics, right? This is why we put our big boys back at the forefront. And thanks to Kobe Bryant to lead that parade to get the best guys back out there. But nevertheless, the reason why I said this is so impressive is because we can put out an ageless LeBron, an ageless Stephen Curry, an ageless Kevin Durant, and still put up big numbers. Because you see how Kevin Durant was balling, and you see LeBron ball in a couple of those games as well. It's Steph Curry in the championship game was remarkable.
Went crazy.
Can still beat the world. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying because it's U.S. I'm saying because these players were long-toothed, short-winded, and still came home with the gold, even though it was a tussle. But they showed the mental fortitude that it takes to be able to outwit their competitors throughout the world when the world felt that they had caught up to the Americans as far as talent-wise, and Americans showed them with 3 of the oldest players to grace a hardwood in 2024. That is not the case because they still came back with gold. And listen, not only that, Coffee, some of these European teams were off for a significant amount of time prior to the Olympics because their league had already finished. We went from playoffs to NBA Finals right into the Olympics. And these old players stood the test of time to represent the United States of America and hoist the ultimate FIBA IOC trophy, which is the gold medal. That is very impressive, based on the age, not based on just American basketball, based on the age of those who led, because they weren't just participants; they were leaders in pushing for gold. Jason Tatum, what's your boy, Tyrese Halliburton? A lot of these players, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. A lot of these young players, they didn't even play.
Right. That's a fact.
So that shows you how significant Our older players were in the heat of battle against the world. That's why I said that it was very impressive for them to bring home the gold based on that scenario alone.
Now, would the margin have been extended even further if they had played and you reduce the limit time of playing time to 20 minutes per star player and give them the actual playing time to extend that point margin? Because
That's possible.
they said those older guys was holding on the ball. The ball didn't have no power, didn't have no energy. A lot of one-on-ones. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, let me take you, let me take this, clear out. Whereas those younger guys would have been passing and picking, moving, and reversing. Anthony Edwards, even though he got some run, he didn't get that kind of shine. He didn't even start. And, you take Jason Taylor, like you said, didn't play, which is ridiculous to me. Tyler Halliburton shouldn't even been there. That should have been a Lamelo Ball spot easily. And if you got Lamelo Ball,
Lamelo was hurt. Lamelo was hurt. He couldn't play. He was hurt.
Yeah, but it's
he was
like
nursing the injury. Yeah, he was nursing the injury.
Yeah, even if it wasn't hurt, they wouldn't have picked him because they got something against his pops. And it's a sad commentary because your best players and the best chemistry you can put together are the ones that really are hard to defend. I will put Jamal Crawford on that team right now, and they couldn't check him. See, they don't pick the right players. There'd be so much favoritism. There's some killers.
No, you can't say favoritism, Coffee, because when you say favoritism, are you referring to the gatekeepers like LeBron, Curry, and KD, or are you referring to the others?
No, the others, the people that run an association.
No, I'm saying favoritism. Who was the favorite? Who was picked on their
LeBron, KD, and Stephen Curry.
That
at all time. I bet you this All-Star game, I bet LeBron start.
You see his numbers? Why would he start?
Man,
he got starter numbers.
Look what he do. But look, Dex, he takes everybody's position and he's shooting everything. And I like LeBron, but he's shooting everything. But as a player, I would not want to play with LeBron. As a player,
first of all,
I would not want to play with LeBron.
Let me share this with you. First of all, as a Laker faithful,
yeah, you are one. You are faithful.
We don't have much after LeBron and AD.
That's not
Everybody
true.
else.
That's not true.
Let me finish. As a Laker, I'm telling you, as a Laker faithful, after LeBron and AD, you have those what you call poppers. Poppers are the NBA players who pop one night and don't pop the next night. D'Lo can pop one night. Austin Reeves can pop one night. Dalton Connect can pop one night. Rui Hachimura can pop one night.
Strongly disagree. And I'm going to tell you why. When that man had a ball in his hand 90% of the time, he don't let the point guard be the point guard, the two be the two, the three be the three, the four be the four. Only one he pretty much get that ball to is AD. And then it's LeBron. Austin Reeves and Connect, they cold. Archie Moore, he cold. Even the little point guard with this little, off the court annex, Marshall, that told on what's the name, the little point guard, what's his name with the dreads? What's his name?
D'Lo.
Yeah, D'Lo. He cold. But they can't get loose because LeBron with the ball all the time. And all I'm saying, and I love LeBron. I don't even like him. I love him. But all I'm saying for LeBron, man, just play 20 minutes. Get on the block sometime. You're the biggest thing. You 6'9".
I agree there. I agree.
Get on the block.
Get on the block.
When Reeves got that ball, ain't nobody fucking with him. That white boy can hoop. And that Connect can hoop. So when they run it, man, let them get. If they
that's
have
why we need to listen, Coffee. That's why we need to send Connect and Reeves over there to Tobacco Road down in Charlotte, North Carolina, for Lamelo Ball.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, I'm down with you. It's just that
now we know the numbers is not going to match, right?
But
the Lakers, the numbers not going to match as far as contract wise. But the Lakers can send some draft assets. And Jeannie Buss is on record of saying if she deals with Charlotte, she will throw in cash consideration.
You got to think about it. Lamelo Ball is a gold mine.
But she didn't say Lamelo Ball though. She didn't say I'm gonna put it out there. She didn't say Lamelo, but come on, put two and two together. Who else?
Lamelo Ball is a gold mine. If the ticket's $100, you could add another $100. I'm talking about for the balcony seats, $200 tickets, $200 tickets, and it's gonna be sold out.
Man, you can open up another stadium and just show it on TV.
I'm trying to tell you, Lamelo Ball is a walking international superstar. So anywhere he go, they're gonna be jam packed, and don't let him get Lonzo because I believe that's where Lonzo gonna go. And see, I want him to be able to with the Clippers.
Yeah, I think if they all go, that's where they're gonna go. I don't think they're all going to the Lakers. I don't see it.
Because Steve Ballmer is on record and said he want the ball when he was on PJ what's name podcast. He want the ball. He want the Ball brothers. He'd love to have them. And this before the Intuit Dome was officially open. Now he got the Intuit Dome, which is an amazing arena, and you got Kawhi Leonard staying unhealthy. He already got PJ up out there to Philadelphia. Now he need to get Kawhi up out of there. I wouldn't be surprised if they work something out and get Kawhi and somebody else to Charlotte for LaMelo Ball straight up. Because
they're not taking Kawhi. Kawhi will be it will have to be James Harden. Kawhi is they're not taking Kawhi. Nobody's dealing with Kawhi right now.
He all on the injury list. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Steve Ballmer hating that shit. Even though the billionaires, even they got all that money, they still.
But James Harden is still valuable though.
Right. They'll get rid of James Harden. They don't even need James Harden.
Yeah, he's still valuable.
They could ship him. Kawhi Leonard could be something extra because they don't want Kawhi. They'll throw Kawhi in there extra. And
I don't think nobody wants Kawhi right now.
Whether it's late,
unless it's a G League team.
Charlotte, sometimes you just got the deal. If a person telling you under the table, off the record, off TV, look, I don't want to be here. I believe Lamelo told him he don't want to be there. And I've been saying for the last 2 years.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Lamelo ain't told them people.
I believe he said, hold on, let me finish. Let me cook now. I say, I believe in the last 2 years, I've been saying the Clippers want him. I believe Lamelo told them people he don't want to be there. And he told them, do what y'all got to do and trade. But I don't want to be here.
I disagree. I don't think LaMelo voiced anything to that nature. But I'm gonna tell you this, Coffee. LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets are at a conundrum because Charlotte really don't want to pay that $260 million. So what they're doing, to me, this is only subjugated to me. It's not no revelation. I think the Charlotte Hornets is somewhat sabotaging LaMelo's win-loss so he won't qualify for All-NBA because they can't do it by the numbers. Because by the numbers, he qualified for All-NBA. LaMelo is 30-8. 30 points, 8 assists. That's unreal. With about 6 rebounds.
And he's number one in the league to me. And not
okay, but that's personal though. We want to get off personal and be more objective. Now listen,
Kevin Garnett said it too, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I believe Charlotte do not want to guarantee LaMelo the 260 because they're a poverty franchise. So they're sabotaging on the win-loss. They're not sabotaging on the minutes played or nothing like that, but on the win-loss. They will never surround LaMelo with competent and spirited players. Never. While he's in Charlotte.
Now, I believe.
And LaMelo is sick of it because he sees it now. Exactly. He sees that, okay, the honeymoon is over. Yes, I'll play for Michael Jordan. I was a number 3 overall pick. I played for the great, arguably the greatest in the game. The only black owner.
You about to make my case. Keep going. Make my case.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We coming full circle. The only black owner. So I already provided service to that. Now you bring in a new wave of owner under a new regime, but the gyroscope has yet to move towards north. It's still south. And those who supposed to be topographers, meaning those who draw out maps or study maps, there is no map to show that Charlotte is trending in the right direction and will be trending in the right direction years to come. So the best time to escape Charlotte is next season, because this season is a wash. They're done. The Charlotte is not going to even make the play-in, right?
Which is why I
And
said,
so Lamelo wants to be amongst those who play in the extended season. Lamelo want to play more than 82 games a season. You understand what I'm saying?
You made my point, which
You're
is
not
why
going to play that in Charlotte.
Which is why I said he told them people behind the curtains, I do not want to be here. Simply because what you said, and I've been saying it for forever.
But there's no fact that he told them people that. That's something you can't verify that.
Listen to this part. Simply because what you said, I'll play for Michael Jordan shit is over. Yeah, I got pick number 3 is over. I got the $268 million there, and I earned it. You know, whether y'all want to pay it or not, I earned it, and y'all know I earned it. And if I'm not here, Charlotte ain't shit. And y'all know I'm the walking face to this league, not just to that team, to the league. He the league. He the face of the league, and nobody want to say it. He an internet.
Yeah.
How many people other than LeBron could go anywhere and be recognized?
Thank you. He's a rock star, no doubt. But
besides LeBron.
Exactly. Well, maybe KD, because KD
they
is,
don't even know them Boston Celtics like that, and they done won 2 championships. They don't even know them like that. They know that damn LaMelo.
Yeah,
they know that
because
damn
KD
LaMelo.
is tall. KD is tall, and he got a distinct look. Nobody in the league look like KD.
Yeah, but he ain't like Melo though. That Melo's a whole different. It's a whole
he's
different.
not like
when
Melo.
you say Ellen, and he ain't from here, and he wear all those different colors.
That's not only that. LaMelo, older people know him. Middle-aged people know him, and the babies
young people know. The young people love him because they love them colors. See, them colors is everything. Whether it be the gym shoes, the sneakers, the outfits, them colors is everything. It's like a spectrum. The mind feed on the spectrum. So you be a spectrum, you get adopted and you get addicted to the spectrum, to the colors. Like, remember that old cable shit they used to have Spectrum with different colors?
Yeah, TV,
well, that's how it is with the mentals, with the mindset. It thrives off colors. It does something to the mind, like hypnotize you. And so that's what people draw to, and especially the youth. Melo, out of everybody in the league, got those colors that they draw to. And then on top of them colors, he got game, boss game. Just like Zoe got boss game. Just like Jello got boss game. See, people ain't going to appreciate Jello until he played with his brothers. And that's when they're really going to see how cold this dude is. Because all that he did in Chino, he was the highest scorer for the last 2 years and led LA.
For the state. No, not LA, the state.
And the whole state. And that's amazing. So when you think about that,
from top to bottom. From Eureka all the way to San Diego.
That ain't no easy shit right there. And people that hated on that is because they hate themselves. Because LeVar did nothing but greatness. He ain't did. I can't point out one thing LeVar did wrong. Not one thing. I can't point out one. And I ain't trying to just say this shit. I can't point out one. If they said, well, when he was on Ball in the Family, he told Zoe the game this, that, and that. Well, he his father. He can say what he want to say. That's his dad. Y'all take the way you want to do, which I want to take it. Y'all don't love Zoe more than LeVar do. So he can say what he want to say. He loves his children more than anybody on this planet besides Tina. They got equal love. One is the mother, one is the father. Anybody else talking on them, if that's negative, is talking bullshit. That man is the reason why they who they are. He's the reason why they're in the league. He's the reason why the league fear the Ball brothers, because they could have been made this happen. They could have been put them on the same team, but the fact that Steve Ballmer pushing it and said, I want them. I really want them. And you know, I just built this $2 billion dome, Commissioner, and I ain't going to keep telling you, and I ain't going to tell you no more. And you know I got over $300 billion. I want the Ball brothers. Do what you got to do. 3-man trade, 3-team trade, whatever. They better end up with me with the Clippers, because I got to not only put booties in the seats, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money with him. That man get a rush off the excitement. Them type of people, it ain't about money no more. It's the rush. That's a whole rush when you see that people going crazy. He got seats that got moving sounds and moving seats for when they man. The way they built that Intuit Dome was so cold. that he want to pack it with everybody in there enjoying themselves off the theatrics. And the only people that can bring those kinds of theatrics is the Ball brothers. I guarantee you, people wonder why Jello haven't left? Why? Because he know what's up. They know what's about to go down. They know what's about to go down. And don't be surprised if they don't get that other one that played with him in Chino, that big, tall, black one. What's his name that played for Atlanta?
Onyeke. Okuru Onyeke.
That played with them, and his brother, rest in peace, passed away. Played with him in Chino.
Yeah. Onyeke, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't be surprised if they get him to play with them as well. Man, I'm telling you, that Steve Ball.
He might even dust off Andre Ball and bring him to.
No, bro, he got game. Ain't got that. He's still young. Andre Ball jumped to the moon.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is run the flow. You know how many players that just ran the flow? Look at Darius Miles.
You got a little jumper.
Yeah, just like Darius Miles. Remember Darius Miles? All he did was ran the flow.
Oh, yeah, the Clippers back in the day.
Right, exactly. That's how Andre Ball can play to fill that role. Right. Anytime you got Lonzo running a point, now they're gonna throw Lamelo at the 2, which I believe is his natural position. It's over with. You can put Lamelo at the 2 or the 3. I'll put on some real shit. I'll put Lamelo at the 2, Jello at the 3, the big Nkike, whatever the dude from the Atlanta at the 4.
Can Jello keep up with the 3s?
Hell yeah, Jello fast as hell. Jello used to beat them running up the hill.
But what about Lamelo? Why Lamelo can't play the 3?
He could play the 3. They could be interchangeable. He could play the 3.
Okay,
that's cool. That's cool. They could be interchangeable. That's cool. And you said that because of his height, but I'm saying it more so because Jello like a Barkley. He's strong as hell. He's strong as him. He's strong as an ox. And so they got to come out there and stick him, and he stick that 3 in your face, and he can move. He got to move to the rack too. Jello is elusive, man. They don't know how really quick he is. And right now,
he's very fast. I've seen him in person, so he's fast.
I'm telling you, man, it's just a confident thing. When he get them first couple games under his belt with people that know his game, with the chemistry, you're gonna see a whole different Jello Ball. But to Jello, it ain't gonna be nothing different because he's been doing it all the time. It's just people been talking so much shit for the last 2 or 3 years, they think the man ain't nothing. And it's impossible. Even Zoe getting out his body sometimes. I'm watching what's the name podcast, the Weave podcast. He beat the man 10-2. Come on, man. Stop talking shit. He ain't about to beat that man no 10-2. He ain't about to beat that man no 10-2, man. That man's strong as hell. And he's saying, and Jello basically said, okay, you talking trash, you talking like that, then when I beat your ass, then put me on the team.
That's right. Yeah, you heard that, right? Put me on your team.
Yeah. So we really don't be supposed to be exposing it to the world like this, but since you keep on talking shit, though, the way we can get it on, man.
Right, we're going to play for something.
Don't be feeling yourself sometimes. You ain't got to do all that. Stay within the confines of what LeVar Ball said. You all are a cohesive team, all 3 of y'all. Don't let nobody, whether it be outside interests, females, turning you against your brothers. Don't never say shit against your brothers, period. Because when y'all play together, it's going to be a whole different situation, and y'all just going to click. Because that's how he trained them.
Listen. I'm not mad at Lonzo. I'm glad he's that way to Melo and Jello. He be trying to stun him. I'm not mad at that because that's how I grew up with my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
That no matter what, Dexter, I'm still the oldest. I don't care about how much money you got.
Now that's good shit. I'm just saying, don't bring it to the public.
The thing about it is that Lonzo is so happy. I'm telling you something right now. Lonzo is so freaking happy to be able to get back on that hardwood and do a little bit of something instead of a whole lot of nothing, sitting at home watching his younger brother play and be the only Ball brother out there representing the family. He is so glee about coming off of the bench. Before Lonzo got hurt, he would never have came off the bench. He would have requested a trade. He would have never come off the bench. For Josh Giddey? Are you freaking kidding me?
To me, Lonzo's still a starter. He's still a starter to me, even with his knee now better than the knee he had before.
But what I'm saying is that his rehab was so slow and incremental that at times he fell into distraught thinking that it was going to never happen. Now that it happened, because he trusted himself and he trusted the right people, he is so, it's hard to imagine. It's like, 'cause, you know, this is why I can relate. You probably never got sick because you look like a very healthy man, even though you're an older guy. I
Very
got
healthy.
sick. Listen, I got sick. Lost my weight. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And it cost me a lot of money to get back to where I am right now. So sometimes I think and bring tears to my eyes. I'm like, what if I didn't have no fucking money? I would have been dead. Because who would have took care of me? What could I afford? You understand what I'm saying? I would have just been another name in front of a doctor who the doctor just thought nothing of because he probably thought I was just a failure in society and now I need help. So when I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic,
I don't think it was that. I think it was some of the pussy you was dealing with. But go ahead.
I had some bad cop.
Yeah, dog. Some bad pussy, dog. Some bad pussy out there. It's selective.
So when I was diagnosed, Coffee, a pre-diabetic, right? Then they said you got high cholesterol, bad cholesterol. My blood pressure was good though, but I was in shambles because I always been a healthy guy. I always been an athletic, healthy guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I was weak. I was fatigued. I couldn't have no strength. I was pissing everywhere, sometimes on myself. I couldn't control a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, what the hell, man? This is how it's going to end. And then all of a sudden, I start getting better and better, stronger and stronger, and able to control some of my functions that was kind of out of my control. And my spirit just became so different. And I feel that for Lonzo because he probably thought that was it. If he was to be honest, I'm just saying if Lonzo was to be honest, he probably thought that was it because he's the first to ever do it. And when you're the first to ever do it, there's no looking in front of you because it hasn't been done. So now you're the trailblazer. And sometimes as a trailblazer, you might not have faith as a mustard seed.
So think about this. Everything you said is 100% fact. And if that's so true, and he's the first and played in the league and had a taste of it, how the hell you think Jello feel? And he ain't never got the taste of being in the league. He been going through scrutiny all his life. Lonzo got to show grace. Show some type of grace, dog.
Jello will be elated. You can see on his face when he talks basketball. He just shines. He just starts to sparkle because that's all he knows.
Look, but that's what I'm saying. So with Zoe, I'm saying I don't mind you getting on them and be competitive with your brothers, but don't bring that shit to the public. These people minds.
I knew this was going to happen.
These people minds are like mutants. They're like look gremlins, look out of control gremlins. They don't understand what it is. They don't understand the love they got. They don't even know what competition is.
Coffee, my brother. It was inevitable for this to happen. For these two to athletically clash. And I told Flight months ago, Flight did a video. I said, Flight, Lonzo is going to challenge Jello on the live stream to a one-on-one. Flight, if I'm lying, I'm flying.
I remember that. I remember you said, I remember that. I remember you said that. I remember that. And he did it.
And I think it's because to put more eyes on Jello, not to sun him, not to diminish him or demote him or deduce him, is to put more eyes on Jello that I'm in the NBA. Y'all look at me as this hell of a defender and, you know, top flight guard and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. Watch what my brother do when I take him on one-on-one.
Right. Watch what he do to me. Okay. I can feel that. I feel that because I think that's one of the purpose of them how the We Plump podcast is to get Jello engineered into the NBA.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because it's working. Because and it's gonna pay off. And the NBA gonna know, the world gonna know what you and I been knowing. That Jello is cold, man. People hate on that man. Most people that talk about him, 9 out of 10, they can't beat him.
When Jello was working with Lamelo, LeVar, and Bone Collector, inside school.
And I'm telling you,
Leangelo was cooking ass.
right.
And the only reason why that came to a conclusion is because I'm telling you, first time on Flight Sports TV, Jello got hurt during that workout session. That's
Yeah,
the only reason why.
I think he had got that. He needed to have that surgery again on that ankle that wasn't because he had a spur or something like that on that ankle that wasn't fully healed.
And playing through the G League. After that, playing through the G League, Jello was still playing on a bum ankle.
And was killing.
But it was undisclosed because they was trying to get him into the Charlotte's training camp, which it did work. It worked. But he was playing with Charlotte with a bum ankle.
And was killing.
This is why he could. No, he wasn't killing.
Yes, he was. He dropped up 15 points in 16 minutes.
No, that was in the summer league. This is after that.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Remember he got on the Charlotte Hornets training camp team preseason.
Right.
He was on the team, not no G League, not no summer league.
Right, he's on the team, but
he was on the team with a bum ankle.
Right, but was still getting
and
down.
LaMelo, no, he didn't do that well. And LaMelo,
the coach didn't pair him up with his brother.
No, that's not it. That's what I'm saying. That's a cover story. Jello had a bum ankle. He wasn't really supposed to be playing, but he played because he had to showcase. And LaMelo knew that Jello wasn't going to be himself with the severity of that ankle.
Which is why he didn't
Even
play
though he played on it, that's right. That's why he didn't play well. He ran on it. He played on it. But that thing was like a bowling ball after every game.
Right.
And LaMelo knew it.
Right. So now that he's healthy and he looks real good, I'm looking at his workouts, the way he's switching up, the way he's doing Pilates and all that. And man looks so good, man. And this ain't no hate.
If he get another opportunity, he's going to take full advantage.
He gonna get another. He took advantage of all his opportunities. A lot of that shit when
but he had to go. Listen to what I'm saying, Coffee. He had to go because the Charlotte Hornets invited him, in spite of Jello having a bad ankle.
Right. So let's.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. So let's just go before that bad ankle. Let's go back to when he killed.
Oh yeah, he was cooking.
When he dropped 15 points within 16 minutes. When he did that right there, off the back, he supposed to have been in the league that year.
Then he came back. And did like a 22 points in like 20 minutes.
Right. So off that right there, he's supposed to have been in the league. All bullshit aside, he's supposed to have been signed. One of the 12, one of the 13.
Or at least showcased in the G League.
No, he's supposed to have been on the team. Period.
But I'm just saying, at least, the worst you can do is to showcase him in the G League, not bench him.
They should have put the man on the team. The people that they selected on the team, 5 of them wasn't on shit. Possibly 7 of them wasn't on nothing. And so you should have put that man on that team for the simple fact what he did right there. He demonstrated and killed without his brother. He did that without his brother. Now you put him with common sense with his brother that got chemistry that know his game. Man, Jello averaging 25 or 30 points, man.
And that's why it was an epic fail on the Charlotte Hornets with Steve Clifford as the coach. This wasn't Jordan Sterling-Camp. This was Steve Clifford, the head coach of the Charlotte Hornets. Never meshed or matched Jello with LaMelo, even though they sat on the same bench in preseason.
Exactly, which is why Steve Ballmer gonna cuff him. He know what's up. Man, I really believe Steve Ballmer know. When they end up with the Clippers, I'm gonna be on this motherfucker going crazy because I've been saying it for the last 3 years.
Not only you. The whole camp been saying that.
You see
That's
what I'm saying?
what the ultimate goal is. Yeah. At first it was kind of Phoenix, but Phoenix went a different direction with Kevin Durant, Beal, and Booker.
Right, but remember I said Steve Ballmer, that billionaire got more money than everybody in the league, is building that into a dome, and when it finished, he gonna want to get them people in them seats, and the best way to get them in them seats is with the best entertainers are the Ball brothers. And now it's going to come to fruition. Ain't got no choice but to come to fruition. I think Lonzo going to sign with them first, sign with the Clippers first, and then LaMelo, they're going to trade him for Charlotte. Going to give up some draft picks. I mean, LA going to give up some draft picks. Like you said, they don't want to pay that man's $268 million. You know why? It's beyond me. But we really know why. It's the game within the game. But it don't even matter because Steve got that money and it's nothing in them. They got that money too. They just hating. They don't want to pay the man for whatever their reasons are. But it's cool.
Listen, the Charlotte Hornets governors, right? The Charlotte Hornet governors, they invested $3 billion in purchasing the Charlotte Hornets.
You know who did that, right? That's the man from Chicago. The billionaire from Chicago.
Speak on it.
The man from Chicago, the billionaire from Chicago. The billionaire from Chicago that Michael Jordan was in debt to. Michael Jordan was in debt to about that near $500 million. You can Google this. And the man from Chicago gave his friends, that's his guy, that's the people that run the Charlotte Hornets, them two guys, that's his people. He gave them the money to put that money up and buy that team out. Clear Michael Jordan debt. Michael Jordan made an additional $3 billion on the side. Clear that other debt he had that he was in the hole for. And now the man from Chicago got them people running it. And the people from Chicago, they did a good job by getting people up out of there and giving some good draft picks, but they can't control Lamelo, and they know that. He's different. He's one-on-one for real. So they don't want to pay no money. They just know that they can't control him. So with that, why go through all this and we can't really control that man like that? Let's go ahead and ship him while we can to LA Clippers, people that we know got the money, and get some draft picks, and we just keep
it could be a multi-team trade, because I'm telling you, somebody got to get Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect in the Charlotte Hornets uniform.
I don't know why the Lakers would even get them up though, but I get it. But I wouldn't even let no Reeves and Connect go. Not them boys. Them the coldest two white boys in the league. And I know that boy over there, Miami and all that.
You don't think Charlotte want that?
Yeah, they want that. They definitely want that.
With that populace?
Yeah, they definitely want that. But Lakers said they ain't giving it up. And Lakers said just recently, I think a couple days ago, they ain't giving them no read. Was it yesterday?
They giving them
Lamelo. They said they ain't giving them no read, but they won't.
They would even take Meechik off their hands.
They would, but see,
you give us Lamelo and Meechik, and we will make a 3-team trade, and you will end up with Dalton Connect, Austin Reeves, the ultimate redneck backcourt. The NBA will love it. Your fans will love it.
Exactly, but hold up. But the other side got to love it. LaMelo got to love it, and I really believe LaMelo don't want to play with them. I believe he want to play with Clippers instead. I believe everything what they did with Zoe. When they backstabbed Zoe like that, he would put him to the Pelicans and all that old bullshit that they did with Zoe, and they pulled it. LeVar told them, "Don't y'all ever fuck with them people again," and I mean that. Don't mess with them people again. Go to the Clippers where y'all can have a new home, somebody that love you. Go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fact, Coffee, because I asked the big baller about that, and he is not with any of his boys fucking with the Lakers.
I'm telling you, dog.
Unless Lonzo wants to go back, because that's the team that drafted him. If he wants to go back, the big baller is not going to get it, tell him, nah, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they did draft you. They drafted you the way you wanted to be drafted. They rolled out the red carpet. It's just that LeBron came down there, and then everything changed.
I think it's different this time, though, Ryan. It's got to be like, the terms got to be like this. The only way you can go back to them people if they sign Jello on the team. And I ain't talking about no G League team. They want to play for South Bay. They can't be play for South Bay no more than a week and bring them up like they keep on doing because LeBron back and forth.
The reason why you making a strong point, Jello did mention at one point the South Bay Lakers was interested in him.
And they are. And they still are.
So that gave me pause to feel that the big baller probably would have a problem if Zoe was to go back. Because remember, the Lakers wanted Zoe last year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not last year. What year was that? When they wanted Zoe?
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
Before the injury, about 2.5 years ago, when they were leading Bulls at the top, when he was leading at the top for the Bulls, they hated that they gave up Zoe, and they hated that they gave up Caruso. But they really hated that they gave up Zoe.
Right. And they were trying to petition for his reconnection with the team. I remember that. And then all of a sudden it was DeMar DeRozan, and they eventually got Russell Westbrook.
When they gave up Zoe to Pelicans, they really didn't want to give up Zoe. They wanted to give up Brandon Ingram and a couple of other guys. You know, they didn't want to give up Zoe. They just had to put him in that package in order to get AD. You know,
Right.
but they didn't want to give up Zoe. They was trying to hold on most as they can. They just couldn't. So now Zoe telling them people, and I really believe this, and he told Clutch Sports, because all that shit don't matter no more. He like, look, whatever y'all talking about, if you ain't talking about signing my brother, and I ain't talking about playing him around in those South Bay Lakers for a week, 2 weeks, 3, if you're going to put him down there, do him like y'all doing Bronny. Bring him up and down, up and down, up and down, but put my brother on the team. We got to be on the team. Because once they see all three together.
And you know what? That sounds feasible. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron needs a point guard. I mean, a real point guard.
Now, that's a fact.
And when LeBron and Zoe was together, they had reached the peak of the number four seed in the West.
Great chemistry.
Remember that, right? The first year LeBron came over there, the Lakers had reached number 4 seed.
Look,
there was a shoe-in for the playoffs, and LeBron got hurt, Zoe got hurt, and then Kyle Kuzma got hurt.
Absolutely.
And then they shut down Brandon Ingram.
But I believe at that point, I believe they had JaVale McGee too, and Big Howard, didn't they?
No, they didn't have Howard. They had JaVale McGee and Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler. Was it Tyson Chandler?
Yes.
Tyson Chandler. So yeah, they got great chemistry. And LeBron, he want to be off the ball, but he can't because he got too much control. But he don't mind giving it to Zoe. But Zoe saying this, that's cool, Bron, and I'm hearing you, but I'm not fucking with you Lakers because the way y'all did me, unless y'all bring my brother in there. You bring my brother, he playing Jello, put him on the team, then we got a deal. I'll fuck with y'all again. Well, if you don't, I'm going to the Clippers.
Yeah.
If I got to fire Rich Paul, look at flight coming on in about to crush
Yeah, we're gonna pull back on tomorrow.
He know we cooking. He gonna come in here. We gonna come in here with his flight. I see y'all tomorrow, and we gonna.
Flight trying to go to bed, man. He got daddy duties. You know what I'm saying?
I got obligations. That's right. That's what I'm saying. But at least he got his under control. He ain't no Travis Hunter. At least we no flight got his under control. Wow. He ain't got to worry about him getting put out the house or sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Got his under control. Travis Hunter about to be on some cartoon shit.
Yeah, it's Flight Sports, man. We're gonna pull back up.
For sure. I knew you were gonna say that shit. That's his favorite shit. Look at the flight.
This was an epic show tonight, man.
All right,
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.